Make sure I charge today, just in case.
All right. Welcome to the third quarter podcast show. And this is a continuation from last week, because last week, like today, a whole lot of people in Michigan is having power outage problems. And last week we had one, and the show was starting off very wonderful with my beautiful guest here, Sierra and Miss Kim Cotter. I love saying that name. It just sounds so damn smooth, like Jay-Z album. What one the Cotter? The Cotter just sounds. It just sounds so smooth. So I just like that. I always say her whole name, Kim Cotter.
You can say my whole name. I
love it. I just like saying her whole name. So again, I got one sponsor, Tattoo Jesus, and that's it. But Miss Nicole is here. Hair still looking good as like last week. All right. And again, this is a continuation from last week's show due to power outage and all the other stuff. And since my co-host is here, what were we talking about last week?
We were talking about the guys. I forgot your name. Sierra was saying successful men, they don't have enough time.
I
don't want a relationship.
I was really trying to get you for coming in late. But you went way beyond. I can't get you no more.
I thought
you were going to say the title of the show.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You went deep. You remember what Sierra said.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I can't mess with you no more.
Honey.
I can't mess with you no more.
That's right.
Y'all women think too damn good.
Oh, yeah. We on it.
Yeah, and that's why I learned a lot from y'all.
Right. And that's why I'm your co-host.
That's why one of my friends a lot. I said, I talk to a lot of women. That's why. Can't get slick with me.
Yeah.
But the title of this show is Dating from a Woman's Perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And we definitely got some women in there.
Mm-hmm. And I've
Sierra?
been thinking about Sierra's comment all week. And that is a major problem. These guys who are very successful. So I think that's most women should have a question to find out if the man is ready. Because if he's not ready and he's building, then there's no chance for you to even be with him.
There's no space.
You might as well just go on your merry way.
Because you're gonna on what kind of building he's doing, though.
Well, you'll know, just like she said.
And then she could determine if she want to deal with
financially.
That or not. Right.
She was saying these men are saying, hey, I got to work. I'm trying to get this money. I'm on the grind. Whatever. If they're talking like that and they don't have any time, like she said, no space for you, then you just got to go. But see, most women, I'm going to stick around because he has potential. And that potential is dangerous.
Yes,
it is so dangerous.
I hate potential
because guess what? He may have potential. He may become successful, but guess what? He may not be with you.
That's right. And
he'll go get with somebody else.
You're a little feisty today. Is it the weather or somebody, one of them fools that pissed you off?
Oh, no, nobody has pissed me off.
Nobody pissed you off? See that Nicole? She a little feisty. Yes.
No, but you know what? That just upsets me because I hear so many of my friends, he's got this and he's got that. But guess what? That's his potential. That does not mean that he's ever going to become successful or he's ever going to be with you. I mean, that's the reality of it. Mm-hmm. What's going on right now? Does he have time for you? Mm-hmm. Those are some questions that you should be asking when you're going on dates with this guy.
Yeah.
Is he available right now?
Physically, emotionally, and mentally available.
Exactly.
Very important.
It's so
exactly.
Very important.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to invest? Are you investing in this relationship? Because you invest in what time you have. If you are out here grinding, you out here going, but do you have time to invest in building a relationship? And I think a lot of guys, they'd be like, oh, well, I'd rather take that extra time and put that more so into my business or back into school or into something else or just me. They don't really see the value yet. Not right away, at least,
Exactly.
Every time I go out on a date with a woman, I always ask her, what do you feel like is your best value? Mm-hmm. And she always say her time.
What time is
Time
it?
is valuable.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
you
because
can't
I
get
feel
any
like
more.
if she squeezed me in her time, I try to take full advantage of it. But a lot of people don't think that.
No, a lot of men.
A lot of men.
Yeah,
we
they
go.
will
Men.
waste your time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
see, but that's where we have to take our power back. We can't let them waste our time. You know, we've got to be in control. When you see that a man is going down that road of wasting your time, then you just cut him off. You delete and block. You know, I talk about that all the time. Delete and block.
No, she
And
really
we're
do
good.
that.
Yeah.
She really do that.
Listen, I have zero tolerance
Well,
for
let me see.
craziness.
Why do women hold on? And they know, like my mother always say, first 10, 15 minutes of talking to a man,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
you
if
know.
you want to
You
deal
know. You do. You
to
do.
give him
Yeah.
the time of the day. Why do some women hold on and think like they ain't heard?
Because a lot of times that behavior that she's talking about comes after the first 10 or 15 minutes.
That's what I'm
It comes
saying.
after you've
It's
invested your
after
time.
that first
after you,
10 or 15
Yeah.
minutes, they've sat there and played the game for that first 10 or 15 minutes where they've drawn you in,
Yeah.
and you were there to say, okay, I'm going to move forward. I literally just wasted almost a year of time on this very subject here. I feel like, yeah, my time was completely wasted. I don't like to use the word potential because, you know, it is what it is
But
when
it
you
is
meet
what it
them.
is.
When you meet them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Forget potential.
But everything had to be on their time. And it was like, I felt like there was no time made for me. It was like, okay, well, are we going to go out here or whatever? It was so, when I say his time, it was when he could, when he would, when he should, when he wanted, when he felt like it. Not when
he didn't rearrange or
when-
sacrifice.
He didn't rearrange or sacrifice his time for anything.
But you know what?
And at the end of the day, when I decided to, when I've had enough, I stepped back. Then it was just like, hey,
Where you
what
go?
are you doing? The calls and it's
Yeah.
like, and I was like, nope. I wasted too much time on trying to see you step up. And then once
It's
I
wasted.
started backing away, you decided you want to step up because it was like, oh, she's serious. I was done by then.
Yeah, but see, that's the game. But see, if you go in there with the mindset that you are the prize, most women don't understand that. I am the prize.
Yeah.
And if you don't see my value, goodbye. That's it. I don't have time for you.
You know, I feel like this too. When a man meets a woman and he is talking to who he met,
Right.
he already know right off the jump, like, I
We
want her
talk
to be
about
my
this.
woman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they put you in the category.
And women, I
immediately.
feel like women should, if that man ain't, if you ain't feeling that from that man, I think you should get the hell out of Dodge.
Oh, yeah.
I
Block
think you should
and
run
delete.
because he got different agendas for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And he will waste your time.
Yeah.
You know, but we've been socialized as women to be nice, don't say anything, go with the flow. But it's time out for that. We have to regain our power.
I ain't think
We
y'all
gotta
never
take
left.
it
I
back.
ain't think y'all
No,
never
we
lost
gotta
it.
take it back. Yes, we did.
Y'all ain't
When
lose
you
your
start
power.
rationalizing and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wasting
It's a lot
time
of
with
rationalizing.
people who are
Yeah.
not worthy of us, oh yeah, we gave them our power.
Yeah.
And you have to take it back. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Nicole, you see it?
Yeah,
You see it, Nicole?
I agree.
Yes.
For me, the words good, real, worthy, all of those
Yes.
words to me are relative. Only because what you feel your worth is, I may not feel the same way. Or my worth is more or less, or whatever the case. And I think it is it's a case by case basis. And then because a lot of women, like I personally, I don't want to date somebody for a week, 2 weeks, and then okay, I'm gonna date somebody else 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Da, da, da. I personally will not do the whole jumping.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
gotta
do
get
that.
it,
For me, because one is just too much. I don't listen.
you don't have
Too
the
much.
time.
I don't have time.
Or the energy.
The energy. Listen, it takes a lot for me anyway to try to get to know somebody.
Are you
So,
single?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I am involved with someone,
Okay.
and that is
Okay.
what I say.
You know, Via, they leave me messages. And ask Kim Carter if
Who
she's
said that?
single.
Who
Somebody
said
left
that?
a message on my page.
Okay.
On the third quarter page.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So, I always say, and that's another thing too, but that's a whole other thing. These titles and blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I always say I'm involved with somebody, and we'll leave it like that. And I think that people that have questions like that,
that's
for
good,
me,
but that's
either
good
they'll
enough.
reach out
No, that's
themselves,
good enough.
hello, or or whatever it is,
Right.
Because I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't go out or I don't do this. That's stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I think
It is.
crazy to just lie just for no reason.
I don't understand why
But-
people at this age, I can't talk about young people, but why do grown ass men at this age lie anyway?
Because they whack. Because the unfortunate part,
Yeah,
the
they
unfortunate
are.
part is they would find, especially dealing with a certain type of woman, I can appreciate the truth.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
if I find out you lying to me and in my face, let me tell you something. I'm angry. And then that's when we get that whole angry black woman, blah, 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 blah. Listen, because I asked you. I
Yeah.
gave you the choice.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
me a choice.
Yep.
I might be down for whatever you trying to,
But give me the choice.
sell.
Give-
But
Right.
give me the choice.
that option.
From a man's perspective, can you answer that question yourself?
Why
As
do
to
men lie?
Why do men lie, or why are they lying at our age?
I'm gonna tell you something. My thing is when a man lied to a woman off the rip, he only want her for one thing. That's
There
it.
you go. And that's a very honest answer.
You
They
mean-
might not like
so
it. I
you
don't
mean in
care.
in regards to
I'm
having
100%
sex?
Yeah.
man. That's it.
So he's
But
lying
here's
just
the
to
thing,
get sex.
too.
You don't
Some
have to
people
lie
want
to
to
get
have sex
sex.
with you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
So-
You don't.
Let her. Don't try to trick her into that.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Let her make
Exactly.
the decision
Yeah.
as if she wants to
But
be
these
intimate
a
with
lot
you.
of men that I talk to, they always trying
That's what
to
he's looking
achieve, even at my age. They're
Yeah.
always trying to achieve just to have sex with her, and that's it.
That's crazy.
And then, but Casey even know, even when I sit up here and talk to them, they look at me like I'm crazy because, like I'm dating to be
Right.
married. I'm
And that's what's
dating
up.
to
See,
be with
that's
somebody,
what's up.
and they look at me like I'm doing something wrong.
What do you mean?
Or they don't believe him.
Yo, they don't believe me at all.
The women that you're dating?
No.
the
The
men.
No.
men,
Oh,
Yeah.
men.
Men.
the men don't
That's
believe
because some
it.
of them are full of it.
I'm
Because
telling you to come tell you these men something else.
But
Yeah,
that's
they
good
are.
They
because
mean
you
something
attach
else.
a purpose to your dating. That's good. A lot of men do not. A lot of men are like, oh, I'm dating and whatever happens. And when you enter into something like that, then you don't have that commitment already within yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not
I
committed to
agree.
that process because what are you doing? It's just whatever might happen. And that's where when we left off last week, I started to
Yes.
say the things that you want people to
Yes.
give. Like for me, I'm into commitment right off. And a lot of people feel like commitment, whatever, we just met, blah, 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 blah. And that's not what I mean. Committed to whatever it is that we say we're going to do, whatever we're going to do. I need you to
Yeah,
be
be
committed to that.
Yeah.
And if you lack commitment and whatever it is, then I think you're not for me. If we I don't care if we decide to meet June 1st every year. That is our commitment.
That's right.
Thank
No,
you.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so many people are afraid of the word commitment.
Yeah.
But I tell
That
somebody
was
right
not
off. You know, I'll joke a lot of times, whatever. If I talk to you, if I give you my time, we go together.
Right. Because I mean, I expect that back in return.
Period.
And, yeah, you
Exactly.
gotta put in, give me that same
You know,
investment.
and then a lot of people, and a lot of men don't realize this. When you're dating different people, you like to say, "I'm single, I'm dating," but you do realize, and a lot of men don't. You're in a relationship with everybody
Oh,
you're
those
dating,
people, yeah.
because your relationship is how you relate to somebody and whatever pattern, whatever situation you guys form. I don't care if you, like I said, meet this
That's a
chick
valid
once a
point.
month. That is your
That's a
relationship.
relationship.
Yes,
You're in a
it is.
relationship, so stop saying, "Hey, I'm dating. I don't want a relationship. I don't want a responsibility or accountability." Oh, you're responsible to be where you said you was going to be with me. I don't care when it is, what it is. You're responsible to communicate with me as often as we communicate. I don't care what you're doing over there.
Right. Right.
Where's my commitment?
Right. Right.
Because then I have a problem. All of that, you consistently inconsistent. That it burns me up.
I love
because
that.
I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I'm very consistent in what I do. I'm consistent in how I feel. I'm consistent in what I say. I'm consistent if I tell you we talking. If I say we go together, that's what I mean. You know, a little jokey joke. Yeah.
Right. I got it.
People be like, ooh. But I mean that because, like you say, I am purpose. I'm always in it to win it. Not because I'm going to fight and try to win over whatever you might say you do if you don't like me, if you're not interested. Not that thing. But I'm in it to win, to let you know that I am committed to whatever we said. You know, and then if you can't at least do that, if you can't communicate, really, that's crazy. You can't even, off the top, you say you're interested in me, but you can't even commit to showing me your interest. Sir, That's a problem.
Block and
You
delete.
know, block you. Okay, because so many men now. Let me ask you that. Can we put you on a hot seat?
Right.
Listen, hold up. First of all, we got a new guest in there.
Hi.
Kim, she not new to me, but
Okay.
Kim had me do a lot of volunteering stuff and
stuff.
introduce yourself, Kim. Kim got a lot going on.
this is
and
another
she,
Kim.
And she stay in Ohio and she's up here. And she do a lot of wonderful things volunteering in the city.
Nice.
Thank you. My name is Kimberly, Kimberly Gaddis.
Honey, I didn't even know that was you. I know you. We know each other. Yes.
Maybe we do. From
Lord. Kim Carter. You know. Keep going.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
I didn't even know you were just here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
No. I do this. What I do. I build bridges.
Kimberly Gaddis. Some people know me
Yes.
as Kim G. I'm a hairstylist. But here recently, for the past couple of years, we've been doing a lot of nonprofit stuff. So, yeah, I'm all about the community, all about people, and thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
You know, I got some beautiful women in here today.
Right?
I ain't never been around this many. Yes, I ain't never been not unless I'm at a concert or something. You know, because sometimes you sit in the front row and they don't look too hot. So I'm just saying. You know how my mouth is. It's no filter, but it's one of them. But the title is, women
Dating from a woman's perspective.
dating from a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about.
Okay.
Okay, so why the side?
Y'all be calm. I
Hey, we got 2 hours, so
and I forgot exactly what I was about to ask you.
yeah, you was about to ask me something.
Right, cause what was I was forgot? Oh, about this whole
Because she
commitment
know
and
I,
communication.
you know what's funny? Because she know I answer any. One thing I learned about women and dating, ask me anything because I'm willing to tell it.
That's right. Just
Because
be
when a
honest
man
with me.
don't want to
That's
answer none
it.
of y'all questions, that means he ain't shit.
Yeah.
Period.
That's a problem.
Period.
I mean, the frustration.
that's
She
exactly
know.
what it
Glad
is.
you said it.
No,
But no,
I'm
it's
just
the
saying.
Because they get offended when we say
They get
that.
offended.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He should be able to answer every question
You got that
you
right.
have to answer.
That's
And
Period.
it,
right.
and it doesn't even have to be a questionnaire. Men feel like you're putting them under,
Yeah,
on
the
a hot
microscope.
seat,
Yeah.
or under a microscope. Hell, I'm just trying to have a conversation with you.
Yep.
And if you have a problem with communicating with me, and I don't know if everybody's the same age, I'm 48. Listen, I don't have time for kids. I don't have time for that. And if you can't communicate me, if you think I'm a man of your business because I say, hey, how was your day? How are you? How's your children? I'm going to always ask that because that's me showing you that I'm interested in you and your life. I'm not interested in you
Yeah.
just because, like everybody talking about this $40 and,
Oh,
and a
that's
dinner
good.
and all of that. Let me tell you something.
I'm
I
so
can
good
feed
you said
myself.
that.
I don't need your little funky $2.50. That's what I always say to me. Use that. Listen, that's not nothing to me. And I purpose my life. I purpose myself. I am never ever going to be so impressed with material things and money. I've had it. It's nothing to me.
Yeah.
And not because I'm trying to belittle somebody. It's not that, but most men, when they find that you're impressed with material things, and then that's what they try to do. They try to dangle it. A lot of times.
Yeah,
So for me, I'm not gonna start. I'm not
They
impressed
dangle
with
it
that.
until you start asking.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden they start doing the Houdini.
And then all of a sudden you begging and all of that.
They start doing the
Let
Houdini
me tell
and
you
start
something.
disappearing.
Responsibility across the board. I mean,
How about some of us don't even ask, though?
that's what I'm saying.
You know, because the way I was raised, you don't ask.
That's right.
And my parents, raised us very, very independent.
Yeah.
I had a paper route when I was 11 years old, and I kept that paper route for 3 years.
Right.
So and from then on, I've always worked. I've always had my own, and it never occurred to me to ask. I never saw my mama ask, and what I'm learning or understanding here lately is, guess what? You ain't supposed to have to ask.
That's what I was gonna say. So I
what
have
is
an issue
this
with that
thing
too.
about having to ask?
Okay, well, I've got a question for you.
Immaturity.
Okay.
Sure.
So it depends on what you're asking for. So are you asking for something emotional, like if he's doing something emotionally to you, or are you asking for material things? There's a difference now.
I don't ask for anything.
Okay.
I don't ask for anything, and I think maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Maybe that's the problem. But I don't ask for anything. I don't ask for anything emotionally. I think for me, what I look for is a connection.
Okay.
If there is no chemistry, if there is no connection, I want the guy that can feel me or see me like I can feel and see him. You know.
Okay.
So I'm not asking.
But there's according to, well, I believe in science-based information for relationships.
Okay.
And based on all the information in which they've gathered, they stated that a man is never, because they think differently and they operate from a different side of the brain, they cannot read our minds. So we have to express what we need, and they're not mind readers. So we have to ask. So then that goes into this thing, and I'm just going to put it out here. Most black women are so independent. They have that's the way black women have been socialized to be independent. Do not ask for anything. If you ask for anything, then that means that something is wrong with us. We've got to think interdependency. Interdependency. You have to ask for what you need. I was telling Kasim, there was someone who did something to me, and what I did, I brought it back to his attention, and I said, hey, you know, I felt uncomfortable with what you did. And he was like, you know what? I'm so happy that you weren't bitchy about it. You didn't yell at me. You didn't scream at me or whatever. I didn't even know that I did something wrong, and that was not my intent. If I wouldn't have brought that up and asked for him to change his behavior and let him know that something was wrong, he would have never known. Immediately, he corrected that behavior.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
So,
Okay, but
yeah,
That's a good sign
immediately.
because
Now
when a
that's-
man
So
messes
we
up,
have to.
Yeah.
now that's a little bit different. That's not quite what I meant by that.
Okay.
Because now that to me is just common communication. And if you are having a problem, then clearly I feel that it's only fair to mention it. Because again, like you said, nobody's a mind reader. And I mean, that's male or female. But what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, I think maybe what I meant more was as it pertains to materials.
Material and money.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Money.
That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. Okay.
I've never asked. I've never done that. But I never had to either.
Okay,
And
well, I can
I don't
understand
think that I was raised so dependent to not ask. I think that it was more the understanding that, you know, you didn't have to. Maybe because I was raised with more gender specific, like roles type, old fashioned type.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Okay. I agree.
Okay.
I agree
So,
with you on that.
you know, he did this and you do this. And that's just the understanding. That's what it was. So you didn't have to say, oh, I need this or I need that, because he knew his role, just like you knew your role.
there you
Exactly.
go.
And
A
I
lot of
traditional
people
roles.
don't know their
But
roles.
they do
A
not
lot
now.
of people do,
In the
but
21st
see,
century,
but that's
they do
because
not.
they're not teaching that anymore.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
Nobody's
Everything is
not-
being taught by social media.
Nobody-
Well, my
Exactly.
four boys, I have four
Very
boys, and
true.
they absolutely have been taught that. Like, absolutely, because they saw their father take care of me. You
Right.
know, you're going to protect and provide. Mom is going to manage the home. But I'm also not like a lot of women. I don't expect you to come home, cook, clean, do laundry. Never would I ever
Yeah.
expect a man to do that. Ever. I don't care if I got a newborn baby. I don't care if you don't have a turn. That's,
You see, she
for
just
me,
pointed at me, right?
For me, that is crazy. I don't think a man should, but that's just me.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And in regards to ask, I don't know how to ask. I don't just be like, hey, can I have video? Can I have? I don't do that because, you know, whatever. We're involved in each other's life. You see or
You
you,
see it,
know.
you know.
Through
Right.
communication. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to tell you, I don't know, I haven't been in this position, but just an example, if I'm like, you know, baby, like my rent is due, and I ain't got no money. Maybe I had surgery. I've been laid up. Whatever the case, you know that somewhere in there something's gonna fall. Perhaps, you know what I'm saying. So if you're never gonna say, "Hey, I got you, need this," just leave it there. Whatever it is, that's fine.
Yeah.
If
I
I think
agree.
that you're not,
And I agree with
Yeah.
him, but see
You're
now,
not
and
into
I'm gonna tell you,
That's
now let's
crazy.
take this back 30 years. When I was dating my oldest daughter's father, And this is just
I
dating.
know him.
Now he was, of course you know him. And we were kids.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't have a car, but when we went on a date, I had a car. He always filled up my tank.
Come on.
I never asked him to do
Come
that.
through.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
I never said I need gas.
And that's
I
what
don't
you're
recall
supposed to
him
do.
ever
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
at my gas tank to say, "Oh, okay." No,
And you know
that
what?
is what he did. But wait a minute, that ain't it. I never touched a door.
You're not supposed
Didn't I get
to
that
do
example?
that.
Last
I
week?
never
You sit down. I'm gonna
carried.
stop.
I never
Yeah.
carried
a bag.
I never carried a bag.
That's right. That's right.
Never.
That's a man.
I never carried a bag. I never took out trash.
Yeah.
What I said a man
Okay?
was, Kim,
So now,
meeting
but
all
All
needs.
needs.
he never
All
had to
needs.
cook either.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
He never did laundry. And I enjoy all that. He
too.
didn't have
Yeah.
to wash no dishes. He didn't have to clean.
None of
Did
that.
all of that.
That's why I said it ain't your turn. I need you to go to
Okay.
work, baby. You don't have to wake up with the baby in the middle of the night. As a matter of fact, when this baby wake
So
up,
let
I'm
me
gonna
ask,
take him to
let me
another
ask y'all
room.
ladies this. A lot of men right now with the mothers they dealing with, they not teaching them that.
No, they're not. And that's
And
the
I
problem.
feel bad for a lot of daughters out here.
Well,
'Cause they don't
and
know
that's
how to
what,
cook.
this is a shameless plug, but that is what So Ladylike is all about. We're going to change the culture of the young ladies because I think that if we can get the young ladies
To
to
stop it,
get
stop.
back,
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
the men will have absolutely no
about that
no
all the time.
choice
You know what?
but to fall in line.
And the young
But if we
girls-
keep feeding that culture, you know, if the women continue and even with the young girls continue to feed that culture, the men gonna sit back and eat it up,
know what I
and
think,
it'll
too?
never change.
Well,
somebody have to show these young ladies that they are ladies. First, they have to feel that on the inside.
That-
yes, they do.
They have to feel that, and they have to treat themselves like that first before they allow
The
some man.
self-respect.
They think some man's supposed to treat them how to be a lady, how
No,
to be a
no,
woman,
no.
sometimes how to be a girl.
That is
You should
exactly
already
right.
be that inside, because then when this man come along, that ain't shit.
That's
you should
right.
be able to block and delete.
That's
Oh, yeah,
that is
definitely.
correct.
But,
That is correct.
But Kim, Cassine and I always have this conversation, and I always tell him that the women of the 21st century, they're too masculine. They're not in touch with their feminine side because they are so independent, and that's part of the problem. That's why we can't have these traditional roles anymore.
But I think, you know what, I don't even, well, maybe in some cases, but I think what has happened is in a lot of cases, men were, for whatever reason, have fallen off and have not held up to their end for a number of different reasons. I'm not saying it's all their fault. So when that doesn't happen, we got to step up. I mean, it can't just go to pot because he's not there. You know, we got to get out. We got to work. We got to hustle. We got to make it work.
I think
Okay?
women are better hustlers than men.
I think so.
I think they
that
better
shows.
workers than men.
Yeah, well, because we have to think, you know, we have to be able to think around some situations.
We're better at balancing.
That-
definitely
that's
are.
what I should have said.
Multitasking.
That's, you know why?
So-
Because guess what? Y'all not thinking
I-
about y'all feet.
Right.
Y'all not thinking about y'all glasses.
We can't,
Y'all not
because
thinking
you know
about
why?
a
Don't have
car.
time.
We got
Yeah.
hungry babies at home.
Yeah.
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 Okay? So if we, you know, we cannot just think about our feet. We can't think about our back and all
And y'all
this
not
extra,
living in y'all mama's basement.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say we
because we can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because
Y'all not.
you know, parents tend to raise the girls and they pet the boys.
That's true.
Okay?
Yes, that's so true.
That's very
That's
true.
That is
that's
so
a good
Raise
one.
the
Yes.
girls and they pet
Pet
the
the
boys.
boys.
That is true.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
raise girls and
Yeah.
pet the boys. They are much harder on girls than they are boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys can choose whatever they like, whoever they like, however they like it. Women, we have to settle for who is nice. Okay? We got to get out there and we got to get it. A boy just gets a whole lot more consideration. And I, you know, I don't think that's right. I don't.
I'm
but I
glad
think in
my
a
voice
lot of
wasn't
cases,
raised.
that's what happens.
I mean, I think that
But
is
see,
true. And then
you're a
you
modern
get the
mother.
man and they want that same petting. They want
That's
you to
exactly
pay.
So to
right.
speak,
You
the
got to be
traditional
mama.
values.
Yeah, you got to be
Right.
mom. They're
Okay,
like, well,
that
why?
makes
What,
sense.
I didn't. This what I didn't
Yeah.
grew up
Makes
on.
sense. Right.
Why I got to change? Why I got to do
Exactly.
something else? And I've never been challenged.
Now let me ask you ladies something. you know, y'all go out and y'all meet a man. What makes y'all consider to start dating him? Not exclusive, because I had to get taught on exclusive, because I grew up being, when you dating, it's exclusive. Nah, that don't mean that.
But that's not.
What made
no.
y'all
But it
start
can.
considering
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
But
not
it can't.
the way he
to
got it.
start to start dating them? Because I was talking to a young lady today, and she was telling me, if I don't feel like this man, and he don't have to say one word,
Right.
if I don't feel like his presence make me feel like he could protect me, I'm not considering it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Provide
I'm
and
not
protect.
considering, like, if I don't feel like, you know,
It's 3 of them.
he could protect me, I'm not considering dating him.
Right.
That's a big one.
So-
The
yeah.
third
I mean,
one,
if
the
I
third
feel
one.
like
No, but that's what
I'm
you
gonna
think.
have to be in a relationship still by myself, and you only good for one thing
And
or
doing
two
everything
things, and
on
do
my
everything
own.
else, then I don't. There's no point. You baggage.
Yeah,
now.
because
You're
not,
not a
exactly, you're a
asset.
liability.
Yeah, you're a liability. You're not a teammate, which is really what most
we
of us
need.
need. Well, not most. That's really what we need. And a lot of us. I was thinking about this after the show, and I'm like, we lost that sense of teammate, and I'm like, 'cause some of us we are terrible teammates. I'm like, you remember back in school, you had one person that would always be the one to do all the work. You had somebody else that just laid around, didn't do nothing. You had somebody else that was just quiet. And a lot of people took that same mentality, in my opinion, and they take that and they carry that. They're terrible teammates, but they want to get an A on the project.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you're not going to get that. And if you're not going to put in the work.
He said an A on the project.
It's
Yeah.
funny that
Exactly.
you would say that because I was doing some research and they were saying the number one thing that women want in a relationship is to be a part of a team.
That's right. Yeah.
They want to be a part of a team with somebody.
But I
I
don't
was
want
like,
50-50.
wow.
I'm not doing
No,
that.
no, no,
Yep,
no.
I said it.
No,
Oh,
just
go
yeah.
ahead.
No, 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 no,
teamwork.
no.
It doesn't
I
have to
want
be
you to say that.
And you know
I want you to say that.
what that
No
No
means.
with it.
relationship is 50-50.
No.
You don't think so?
But everybody
No,
should do their
that's
part.
impossible.
That's
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah.
But when you hear all of these men out here, and I'm going to go ahead and say raggedy men, whatever, talking about 50-50. Listen, I'm not going half on a light bill, no
That's
gas
right.
bill. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And that's not to say because some men are so immature they don't receive it right. But that's
That's
not to
right.
say that I won't help in the house or assist you.
Right.
But that is to say I'm not going 50-50. I wish you would put a damn bill on the refrigerator talking about I paid my half and yours. If you don't, listen.
Oh, see, no.
I'm not doing none of
Hey,
that.
no,
I don't wanna
here's the funny, Kim.
Uh-huh.
I believe in the 50-50.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
no.
well, explain.
No.
Right, I'm ready for it.
I believe
What does that
in
mean?
the 50-50, but I think my 50-50 is different from y'all's.
Okay.
Okay, so
You know what I'm
define
saying?
that
Because
means.
when I was married for 20, and we was 50-50, my 50-50 with her was all the high bills, and it worked for us. And you have to figure out what works for y'all. And I just felt like that. Whatever was fucking high, I took it.
Right.
I took it. That's my 50-50. Now, it may not been 50-50, no matter if hers was 10 times less than mine's. But I felt like that was my responsibility to make sure every damn thing was taken care of.
Right.
Period.
I think so. I agree with that.
That's my 50-50.
Yeah, I agree with
Now,
I
you know,
don't
everybody's
believe in
different.
50-50.
Where,
And
where
when
I come
listen,
from,
and-
or
yeah.
my history is, and this is not to say because men get intimidated by this, but whatever.
A lot of men get intimidated by y'all.
I listen. I never opened the bill. I never paid the bill. I didn't look at the bill. I didn't know how much
right.
the bill was.
Right.
Thank you.
I didn't know what state my household was in, but in a good way. He made it happen. I trusted him to do so. Period. He knew that if I needed to do something, I wouldn't have her. I was also a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 kids. Then I did a daycare, blah, blah, blah. So he knew that if he needed me to do something, that I would assist in doing it. And again, that's not to say because I don't think that everybody is the same. But please don't come to me with that whole 50-50 thing. That's stupid. To
Yeah,
me,
and I never,
yeah.
it was never a rule.
Which is
Because me and
cool.
my wife was together when we was young. And we grew, and this what we grew into. But if I was to meet and date and be involved with a woman now, and we say, hey, we decided to buy a house and shit together,
But if-
I already know what my role is.
That's what I'm
But
talking
see,
about.
in my household, it was.
I already know what my role is.
And see, Cassine, I told you, in my household, it was, he pays everything, and my money was my money, and his money paid
was our money. That was the rule
I'm
in my
glad,
house.
no, I'm glad she
his
said that
friends
because a lot of men don't like
Okay,
that.
roll
That's
down.
how it went.
But
That was
not
the rule in my
well,
house.
see,
That's how it went in my household.
Yeah.
now it wasn't like that in mine.
Yeah.
But that's because that's not the way I was raised. Okay, my grandmother worked, and she worked down at years ago. It used to be called traffic court downtown. She worked at traffic court, but she also played for the church on Sunday. So now her check from traffic court, she gave it to my grandfather, signed the back of it, and gave it to him. No big deal. Her money from church, he let her keep it. So she not only made a contribution. She not only made a contribution in the household with her role, but she made a financial contribution. So seeing that, and then my mom, same thing. Seeing that and growing up watching that, and then they told us, you put your money together, you work together. I signed the back of my check and gave it to him and had no problem doing it until sometime I would come home and stuff would be off.
So, and now that's different. That's a different situation. Then
see what
have
I'm
to-
saying?
You have to
Had
be
that
like, wait a
problem.
minute. That's
Because
different.
see what happened, he would bring all the money to me. I would pay all the bills, and then whatever I wanted to purchase, I could purchase. If I wanted to save something for whatever, that's just like if I wanted to go out and buy a $7,000 or $1,000 mixer, I could. I wouldn't have to go to him and say, "Honey, can I go buy this from our account?" They'll use my money and go buy it.
Oh, I didn't
Right.
do
You know,
that.
I mean, it was just like whatever.
I didn't do none of that.
You know what I'm saying?
didn't pay- I
But
didn't
all the
look, I
bills
didn't-
were, that's what I wanted to buy
Right.
with my money. But he paid all of the bills.
Yeah.
I didn't pay anything, no car notes, house, nothing.
Yeah, I didn't do none of that.
Absolutely.
Child, I didn't even
Yeah.
look at it.
It
I
wasn't
had
my
the
money.
passwords
Yeah.
to the accounts, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't do none of that stuff. I didn't do none
But
of
you
that.
know what? I say we spoiled. Cause I know.
I've said it a lot before. I have been because like I didn't open bills. See, I didn't pay. I didn't. He said to me, he said, my money is our money, your money is your money.
Yeah.
And he would often refer to my money as my little money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I had a daycare for 12 years with my little money. But guess what? He never had to worry about school rolling around for the kids having school clothes. He never had to worry about the refrigerator. Even if we went on a trip, he didn't have to worry about packing, making sure even they had
See, and
the stuff show up in the house.
that's how y'all situation balanced out.
Right.
And I think a lot of men take the 50-50 rule the wrong way.
They
They
do.
do.
And
Yeah.
exactly.
Because everybody here has a different version, of what they accept. And I still
Right.
feel like no matter each one of y'all versions, it's still 50-50. Because y'all have to take care of each other.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
That's how I take
okay.
it.
If
Well,
you mean
if
by
that's
that,
that,
fine.
Yeah, I feel like no matter
about
what,
these knuckleheads out here that be talking about.
It's a lot of
Oh,
knuckleheads.
she got to do this, and then the whole back to just to circle around about the dating and perspective thing from a woman's view. Like you were saying, the man expect, well, is she gonna hold me down, sir?
it's too soon for that.
What?
It's too soon
What
to
are
be
you
doing
doing?
that.
Hold
Like,
me down 'cause you know what?
if I start dating Kimra, I'm not thinking about none of that, but a lot of these men are. I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about nothing but trying to sit up here and be out trying to enjoy
To know
the
someone
day
and have
yeah.
fun.
and get to talking and letting her know. Because some people say I talk too much,
Okay.
and I do.
Okay.
I just don't care no more. I want you to know this is me every single fucking day. I don't change. Have I not changed? Have I not
like
changed?
that. That's
I do
good.
not change.
I like that.
I got a bunch of women friends. I go out with them. This is who shaped me into the man that I have to be
That's
today.
what's up.
And this man is gonna get a woman that's gonna enjoy all this shit.
Right.
And I had to be there, but I learned from all these women how and what I need and what I want.
Right.
And y'all have a problem with these men don't know what the fuck they want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
They
a
don't
big
know
one.
what they want and who they want it
And
from.
you
Hello?
know what? And sometimes
That's the
I think they
whole-
do know
yeah.
what they want, but they're not ready
They think
to.
they ready.
They're not really ready to give you what you need. They know what they want, but they're not really ready to give you what you need.
A lot of them just good rappers. They just don't have a contract.
Yeah.
They don't have a
I
contract.
like
They're
that.
not signed.
I like that.
That's
I
good.
really do.
That's really good.
Oh, yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Nicole know that, don't you, Nicole?
Ah,
Nicole know
In
that.
my experience, as far as like that 50-50 household.
Yeah.
It came down to a matter of the balance. It wasn't like Kim said, you know, you weren't gonna come and say, hey, I paid my half of the rent, and where's your $50 or whatever.
Right.
But whatever works for the household is whatever works. I've been in situations where I was down, had to be off work for a couple of months, and then they took over. But I have no issues contributing to my household.
Exactly.
As long as we're a team.
Yeah.
As long as we're a team.
Issues
Right.
You know when you
contributing
have
to the
that
household.
team.
Whether it's going
You
out
know you
to
had a team.
dinner, a bill, whatever it is, the car broke down, whatever it is, I have no issues contributing to the household.
Right.
Right.
As long as we have the understanding and we're working together.
I agree.
That's what the common goal is at the end of the day, just to be a team and to work together.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say, like, while we were having the conversation, like, my experience is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am just about every relationship that I've been in, I've been the one that made more money. So 50-50 is hard when your lifestyle is a little bit higher than, you know, like I'm college educated and, you know, I'm working on my master's and all that stuff. And then I find guys, even if we work in the same building, but I make more money than they do. We do the same job, but there's more black women making more money than black men.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say 50-50 of my lifestyle here.
So
But
And
know why I
somebody
still
else's
say
is
it's 50-50? Because you make more money than him. That means he need to take care of you.
Right, and there are ways
He
they
need,
can take care of it.
it
may not be financial.
He's need to take care of you.
Yeah,
Shit at home need to be tight.
right.
you ain't
Period.
You know, but I mean, at the same time, and this is just what my perception. I think men work hard. I've seen them work really hard. They work 50 hours, and I still make more than they do in 30. So it's like, I want to say, yeah, no, make sure the house tight. Make sure you do this and you do that, so when I get home, I don't have to worry about cooking. That would be okay if they wasn't working 50 hours, working overtime trying to make that happen. They tired too.
Right.
So, I mean, and back to your point, it's a team effort. It's whatever make the household work. I wish that I could, you know, benefit from being able to stay at home and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm a single mom and I got to go out there and I got to go get it.
gotta get it.
Gotta
Yeah.
go
You gotta
get
get it.
You know?
I
So-
think,
And
I
that's
think
part of
two
what
people
makes
getting
you
it.
independent.
Yeah,
Right, independent.
And I think
struggle
two
to be
people
soft,
getting
too.
it is building their family brand, is building their family, and there's more things that can come out of it that can help you whatever decision y'all come to. Because I don't believe in that whole the man is the head of the household shit. I don't believe
Oh,
in that.
no, you don't.
You
No,
don't?
I don't.
Oh,
I still want my
I
to be
don't.
high, even if I'm
No, no.
I need you to protect. I need you to high five me.
Yes, y'all heard what I said.
That's
We don't
my
have
phone.
rewind.
I
Y'all
need
heard
you
what I
to-
said.
I need you to
Because I
explain.
feel like when something goes down in the home with the kids, it's a together decision. I can't just go make a decision without my wife, without by myself.
Yeah.
That's what that don't mean.
No.
What it mean
just
then?
means that your decision is the deciding factor.
and the final,
It's
exactly.
the
What's
final
wrong with the
decision.
woman decision being
No,
the deciding
no,
factor? It don't work like that.
Now let me tell you. Now let's go all the way back to the beginning. And where you said out of your mouth, people don't know they wrong.
Right.
That's not a woman's role.
Yeah, but
We
guess
have
what
our
time we
right.
living in
No
now?
woman wants
No,
to do
we
that.
can't.
No, we don't
listen.
want to do that.
Okay,
Deep
so how
down,
you
no.
gonna rewrite? How you gonna rewrite the order and expect a good outcome? You want the old-fashioned outcome, but you want to rewrite
Ain't nothing
it to
old
make
fashioned
it.
no more.
No, yeah, it
Yeah, keep
is.
some
But that's
things
the
old
problem.
fashioned.
Yeah, we do. We do. Only thing old-fashioned is me.
That's the problem. We done gave it a label. It's called old-fashioned now.
Yeah.
And how about it's just God's order for relationship?
I just feel like if
So
it's a
maybe we
major
can't say that.
decision
No,
in a
we
home,
can fairly say that.
I just
Yes.
feel like it's a together decision. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make a decision
But
without
what about-
going to
but
my
what about
woman or
you
wife.
want-
No, but she's
Well, you
not
have to-
saying that.
That's
She's
not
saying
what I'm saying. You are
guys
supposed to come
sit down
together.
and you
Yeah.
discuss
A lot of
it.
men don't do that.
But
No.
you're supposed to.
Yeah,
Right,
a lot of men
that's
go
the
out and buy a
natural
car and
order.
then tell her when
No,
it's up in the
but you're
driveway.
supposed-
No,
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 no, no,
That's
no,
the
no.
natural
Done that.
order.
You done that?
guys
I've
discuss
done
it.
that. I have done that, but you still
Why
have
you
to
do
have
that?
neutrality because I just sometimes you got to kind of just if they kind of dragging that foot, sometimes you have to move. But you still want the mutuality in the relationship. But in the household, the man absolutely is the head of the household and
That's
is
right.
the leader.
Yeah.
We look to you.
Please tell me what
for
the head
guidance,
means.
for leadership,
Yeah.
for
For
support.
support.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
You got
I
to.
get that part.
Your shoulders broader than
That's what I was
ours.
about to say. It's
You
heavy.
stronger.
That's
You
heavy.
stronger than we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I mean, I know I could do a
So
little bit
you
more
have
push-ups,
to-
but it ain't
and
that many
how
more.
about your decision is not emotion
I was just
based?
But
thinking that.
what
Like, it's
happens
okay.
when my decision is not right?
It
Then that's fine. But we going down.
Y'all willing to
That's
take the precautions for
That's
that?
right.
You gotta go down.
No. But
Absolutely.
see, this is where what
Absolutely.
she's talking about from a spiritual point of view.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be in tune. You're supposed to be
supposed to be
praying and
submitted
hearing
to
from
God.
God
Yeah.
first.
That's right.
And then we come
Now-
in.
We
are
This is how
submitted
you
to
put it.
you.
That's
Now,
right.
see, but
And now
here's the
we gonna
thing,
That's the
though.
natural order
We're
of
not
things.
trusting you. We
Yeah.
trusting the God in you.
Yeah.
We trusting your
Yeah, but a lot of men don't have God in
Please
them.
speak into the microphone.
Yeah, maybe they don't have,
A lot of men don't have God in them.
but we ain't talking about this.
I know.
So you know
I
what? Let me.
I have
let
to.
me
I have to
attempt-
say this because
Yes,
when
let
I
me
get
attempt
messages,
to-
this is what
Right.
people. A lot of men think this way.
Well, let
but
me
we
attempt to
can't
reach
talk
to
about
the
that.
masses, to those that are not spiritual. Right. I'll try because I am, and I believe in exactly what she said. However, I do understand and I do know that, such as yourself, whether you believe in God, Jesus, whatever it is, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And so, first and foremost, for me personally, that's why I will not give anybody a time of day or date anybody that's not the same religion. As
I was going. That was
I
my
won't-
next.
Right,
that
I
was
won't do that
my
because you
next
find
question coming
yourself,
up.
you find yourself just being pulled
And I've
between this
tried.
love for your spirituality and this love for this man. So I'm not going to put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
However, still, just being like she said, the bigger man, the loudest voice, the respect. You're going to make sure that me, the children, the household is respected. That voice comes from you. You have the loudest voice. If I'm having an issue with somebody, whether it be in the street, at a store, or whatever, I was gonna look to my husband to take care of that.
That's
You know
part
what I'm
of the
saying?
protection.
Not now, right? Not saying that somebody gonna say something to me and be like, "Oh, I gotta go tell my husband." It's not that, but. He's going to be the deciding factor. He's going to say, I may be moaning about a new car, but he's going to let me know when it's really time in regards to our finances. Because remember, at that point anyway, my hands wasn't on finances. So, but whatever you think is best for our household, and guess what? To you, I can make the most money and allow him to be in charge. Like I don't have a problem with that. I can make the most money and
That's a
still
good
not
point.
expect him
That's
to
a
do
good
anything
point.
in a house.
Go
And
ahead.
I have
what
a
you know what I'm
problem with
saying?
that.
I can
See,
do.
see,
I have a problem
She
with
got a
that.
problem
I'm
with
not.
that. Let's hear this
Wait a
problem.
minute.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
no.
What's the problem with what?
Yeah,
what
let's
part?
go.
I'm not going to date anybody who makes less than I do. I'm just not going to do that.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and you have, and it's
I'm
okay.
just keeping it real.
I mean,
That's your preference.
that's
That is
fair.
your preference.
Yep, that
How
is
do you
absolutely
know?
fair.
Just, and I'm just saying, like initially, how do you know? Because we can all kind of guess
you know
sometime
what?
of what you think, this and that. You know, you
No,
really can't go
usually
by.
I'm really good
About
at
figuring-
asking really good questions in the
and
beginning.
finding out.
And men, they just tell me. And
they
I'm
don't-
not
you-
going to do that.
But you
That's
know
just
what
it.
now?
Because see, first of all, I think a man should check out what your lifestyle is.
Yeah.
And if he can't afford that, then maybe he needs to step off. And I tell men that all the time. If you see me coming in and I got this, that, and the other, I'm not going to be happy with you if you can't continue to do the same thing for me.
Okay.
So I can't deal with that.
Well,
And I'm not going to deal with that.
and I
run
think
into
that if he,
I run
he
into
should
those-
be,
some of those
you know
issues.
what? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of agree with
yeah.
that
Yeah.
one because he should be
I'm
able
gonna
to
change my
support
life-
you.
Right. And I'm not going
Period.
to change my lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's just
that's
it.
what it comes
Yeah,
down
you
to.
don't
Like,
have
I
to-
gotta
you
change
shouldn't
my
have
And
to go
lifestyle.
down.
Come
I'm not going to downgrade.
That's
I
right.
worked hard
No.
to come up.
That's
I'm
right.
not going to do that.
I told you she was on something different. It must be a full moon tonight. I told you she was on some different shit today. She was fired up. She was fired up.
For me personally, well, so it's so hard because I was just with one person for many years, so it's kind of hard. So I do have that issue, or I've had that issue with men. You know how you're trying to get to know them, and people be like, "Oh, you live here, you did." Because you kind of don't want somebody to be afraid, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to make the money that he made. You know what I'm saying? But I like nice things. You know what I'm saying? So, and men don't like women to say that. You know, men will have a problem with her position.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Big
have a
time.
problem with it. That's why I say I don't have a problem telling you.
Them
I'm
the
not
only
going
ones that's
for it.
broke.
Huh?
Right.
That could
That's
be.
what it is.
You
And
know
then we
what?
don't have that.
And they get
Yeah.
offended.
You don't even want that broke.
That's
And,
why
and you know what? They pockets may not be broke, but they mind thinking it's broke.
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell
Yeah.
you something.
Well, that's not
I've
my
told people
problem.
my story a million times.
Right.
And they told me, especially men that think that women shouldn't stay at home and blah, 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 blah. If you don't want to stay at home, get it. But talking about the mindset, I've had so many people say, oh, your husband, he must have been a drug dealer. No, as a matter of fact, he was not.
Yeah, everybody got to be drunk.
You know, that's stupid to me. That's our way of thinking.
That's our
It's
way of
hardworking
unfortunate.
men.
Yeah.
Because
That's
now,
our
guess what?
hard
Because
way
you
of
say
thinking.
that, I don't like you anyway.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
You know, so whatever it is, and it's okay to have your preference. People get upset about people's preferences. And that's why I'm the first to tell any man, anybody, listen, like I said, that $2.50, and I'm not trying to say you're not shit or none of that, but that's what it amounts to if I'm interested in you, but you think you're going to dangle your income or whatever
That's what
over
it
my
feel
head.
like.
No, I've
Yeah.
done it. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
No, and the reason
You know
why
what I'm saying?
that should be up because I have met a lot of women,
Okay.
and when they found out what my occupation is, they bagged out. And the first thing they say, you ain't got no money.
But
For
they have
real?
but that's what I'm saying.
Have
they
I
don't
not
have
told
any,
you that?
Oh, you've told me that.
I have met,
You know, and
I
that's
have,
what I was
I have
saying
told her that.
about how do you
they
know
have,
that,
they have said
Well,
that.
you make.
But you know what? And maybe this is another one of my problems. Because I never worried about that. Because I always felt like, and see, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been one all of my life. I always felt like if he ain't got no money, we can get you some money.
How about that?
I need to know. I need to
Then why
know the
couldn't it
other
you long
stuff.
time
I
ago?
need to know what kind of person you are. Are you jealous? Are you crazy? Are you violent?
Insecure.
Are you
Right.
insecure?
Insecure.
Are you gonna jump out
Yeah,
of my
'cause he
bush?
can have that money and he can be all
That's
that.
the kind of thing I'm
you
looking
take
at
a bath?
because I've met guys that have a lot of money, and you know what? More money just gave them more money to play.
That's right.
So while you thinking you the only one,
You don't have to be. No.
you're
can afford
not.
it. Yeah.
Mhm, They got enough money.
You
for
understand
this
what I'm
for
saying? And that's not a reason why because I dated guys with plenty of money. And but I'm just saying that money was just never, it was never something that I really thought about because I always felt like even if he didn't have any money, where's your ambition? I need to know, do you have an entrepreneurial mindset?
Right.
You know,
To
can
match what you
your
doing.
character.
Yeah.
I mean,
I need to
because
know
if
all
you
that.
got an entrepreneurial mindset,
questions,
we
you
can
have
get
to
you some
ask.
money.
Right. That's right.
That's easy.
That's right.
You just need a master plan. We can get you some money. We can get paid.
Yeah.
See, I'm not willing to do all that. If you're not already building towards that or established, I don't want to deal with that.
Well,
And
at my
that's
age
just-
now, I'm
right.
not
Oh, Nicole,
trying
you
to
ready?
build a man.
Right.
But there
I'm
are
just
some
not
good
doing
men
Yeah,
that
there probably are.
that maybe have come into at this age and maybe have realized that in their younger years, maybe they made some decisions that were not wise. So maybe they are in a stage where they're rebuilding. Now, just because he's rebuilding and he ain't got it all together, does that make him not a good guy?
No, it does not. But he's not the guy for me. Not
And
necessarily.
I 100% understand that and
Yeah.
respect that. But I'm saying as it pertains to me, that don't mean he ain't a good guy. You know, I might be able to see that, and if he nice and he good to me, and and he ain't lazy and he fine, I can
Don't
work
want
with,
no
I
lazy
can work
dude.
with that.
No lazy.
So,
Don't
I
want no
can work
lazy
with
dude.
that. I can
Right.
work with that.
so oftentimes we want a man that's on the same playing field, level playing field that we're on at that moment.
That's
But
hard to do.
It's very hard.
It is.
And my thing
But
is,
I think the same
because
playing
guess
field
what?
though.
What
I think
if
a
it
lot of
switches
women.
for you?
That's right.
But-
So now, what
Everybody-
kind
we
of
all go
mindset you
down.
gonna have if
Let
your
Let me ask you
That's
this:
what I'm trying to
is
get
the
at.
same playing field?
You would
meaning
want a man to-
the way you think and carry on every day.
right?
Because that's what I'm thinking. The same playing field is the way you think about life
Right.
and the way you live every single day. That same.
Well, that's another.
It ain't
aspect
for
of
5-star though.
But for
I already
5-star, we're talking monetarily, right? On the same, they make the same amount or more money than you.
Well, put
So
it
if
this
you're-
way, right? Because see, if I'm dating and I know what I can do for myself. Now I'm called star. Why did you name me 5-star? Why you call me?
You want me to get
5-star?
into that?
Well, yeah.
You
go
want to
ahead.
tell them how we met?
No.
You
wait
want
a
to
minute.
tell them how we met?
Let me finish
No,
my
I
point.
called her
He
fast
calls
talker.
me-
When we talked on the phone, everything that she talked about for her was at 5-star rating. That's why I called her 5-star.
But see,
Y'all
now,
ain't 5-star because I'm good at names.
And,
Now,
and
okay,
see,
so
and
now-
I could do that for myself.
Right.
So I'm not going to tolerate anything less than that
But
because
now-
that's what I like. Even though you have these qualities, and I know there's some crazy
but
folks
now
out there.
let me clarify now. I don't want nobody that's 45 working at McDonald's.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
now that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, I know
So
that's
let's-
not what you're saying.
Let's just be
Yeah.
clear.
Right. You said they had to have
Let's be all the way clear. It
Spirit.
can't be a bagger at Kroger's.
No.
Because see now we talking about a different mindset.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
I'm talking about somebody that maybe is doing some rebuilding and you know maybe his
Had a true
finances.
setback.
Yeah. 'cause
Maybe
we all-
he had a
okay,
setback.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
doing, and maybe it ain't a
setback.
setback. How about maybe he just rebuilding his credit?
And he wasn't
Maybe he
taught
done
different. Yeah.
right.
A lot
Maybe he
of
just-
men's setback is divorce.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Because usually a lot
At
of
this-
men in
at this
divorces,
age,
they
yeah.
lose.
At
Right.
this age, yeah.
They lose.
Right.
Because I know when I got divorced, I lost.
Right.
But I didn't lose because I got my son.
Right.
Okay, but see, then this goes back to what we were saying. Is he really ready to date if he's rebuilding and he's going through these changes? I personally don't think that you're necessarily ready
Yeah.
because you need to get this together,
Yeah.
get that business
Yes,
plan
right.
together, get that funding. Then you need to go out and date because then you'll have that space.
That's
So,
right.
so is what you saying that I'm not ready to date?
I'm not talking about you. You're an
You got to
exclusion.
talk about me.
I'm not
you
talking
got
about
to talk
you,
about
'cause
me.
you're
I
my
know I'm your
friend, so
friend,
that-
but you
that's
got
an
to
ex-
talk about me.
You're an
I'm still a man like everybody else. I might run into
know
one
what
of
I'm
them.
saying?
I'm not an exception. I can't
Yes,
be
you
because
are.
I'm like
I'm
a
not
lot of
going
men
to
out
be-
here that been with somebody for 20 years, got a divorce,
See,
and had to
I'm not
rebuild.
gonna be
I'm like a lot of
objective.
men like
I'm
that.
not going to be objective, so you would have to ask somebody else. Because I'm not. I'm just telling you. Now, for somebody else, I mean, that's how I feel. That you're not prepared to date. You're not ready.
So
And we talked about that.
to clarify my point that I was trying to make, if you're married and you and both of you were on the level playing field, you guys made the same amount of money, or he made the same amount as you, and something in the family happened with him, and maybe he lost his job or what have you, would you not be willing to? I guess I want to say step up in that moment, but
No.
as
If you're married and something happens, you take those vows, then you're willing to do it. But
Right.
as far as dating, you're walking into a situation knowing what you have, and you're saying, I'm willing to accept this. No, I'm not willing to do that. That's what I'm saying. But
Okay.
if something happens, say for instance, we've got all this money and we lose it for whatever reason, I'm not gonna leave him because of that.
so you're just
Right.
speaking on the,
Yeah.
you're just on
I'm
the
talking
dating
about
On the
side.
date, right?
as
And
dating.
that's important.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
distinction.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no. I'm not
Okay.
gonna leave you just because you don't have any. Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think that's important because we confuse, and that's some of the
Yeah.
confusion is like, okay, do I give you marital, advantages and stuff now
Yes,
while we
you
dating
do.
or no? And then I'm like,
No,
no,
because we're not.
we're not married.
You're
so I don't
single
have to-
until you're married.
Right.
And
Yeah.
most women get that confused. You're thinking that this is your man. This is your husband. He is not your husband. Mm-hmm. So why do you have to accept all this nonsense now?
right? That's true. And then
Well, I
walk
think it's a
in
myth
the
you got to accept nonsense in marriage. But hey, that's just
I
me.
think
know
it-
what?
I think
No,
it's-
I'm not
it's-
saying you
it's-
have to
it's
accept
spreading
that.
yourself
But I'm
nonsense,
just-
period.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm not doing that.
I know what you're saying. I personally think that because so many times, so often, men and women say, "Oh, I'm not doing wifey stuff or a husband stuff or whatever." I personally think that you have to start somewhere. You got to get somewhere because for me, it is the man that proposed. It is the man that pursued marriage.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah,
Right.
they do.
Actually,
Is it
So I
is
need
it
to
the
let
man
him know.
that chose, like, is it the man that chose his woman?
I
choose
agree.
each
Yes.
other.
Yes.
You choose each other.
But we're not gonna get.
But what if you don't like him?
He
But then you
initially
don't
then
do
you
it.
don't
You
go
say no.
for
I'm
it.
talking about in
You don't
regards
go for
to somebody proposing. I'm never going to be the woman that proposed to anybody.
Oh,
Right.
Never.
That's
But
where
that's
shit gets
why-
fucked up at.
Ever.
Because when I see women proposing to men, that's horrible.
Man,
It's horrible. Oh, yeah,
But
it
you
is.
got so many men, these little kids. I'm calling them kids. It's okay. She got to go for what she want, boy.
No.
You would
No.
never be for me. But what I'm trying to say is, so as the relationship progresses, then I'm willing to give a little bit more of myself. I'm willing to go past that. Because, some women be like, why would I do his laundry? I mean, we ain't married. For me, I think it's common. Some things are common courtesy. Some things just happen because you're spending more time together.
Yeah.
Some things might happen. I might come to your house and I might wash your dishes or I might fold your clothes because I see it. That's because I'm interested in your life. I understand that you're tired or it just might happen. Not because we're trying to take advantage of each other. And I think it's a real thin line because, I'm not going to do wifey stuff. I'm not going to do it. Let me tell you something. Everybody do everything. Anyway, whether they say they're going to do it or not.
Yes.
I don't like that. You lying.
Yeah.
It's a fine
But,
line.
but you, period.
Fine
You
line.
lying. You're lying because
Like
there's
you
some
lying.
things. There's some things you might do. You have to do that I may never do. But there's absolutely some things I've done that you'll probably never ever do.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And so you can't really go by the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and that's why I said I was wanting to answer that question without kind of being spiritually based, even though it is me.
Right.
But the bottom line is everybody is not the same. There are people atheists. I think you should be with atheists because guess what? You're never going to be mad about me praying and going to church on Sunday.
That's
because
right.
that's not what we do. But even in that relationship, even in what you decide to do, just be freaking committed to it.
Right.
Whatever it is that we're going to do.
Do y'all think that a lot of men use God just to try to date you?
Yes. That's the new pimp move.
No.
That's the
No,
new
it's
pimp
the
move.
new pimp move. Listen,
Because I hear a lot of men throw that up.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Cassine, I've told you about this.
Yeah.
I've had guys come to me and they're like, God told me
That you
you are gonna be my wife.
That's why I brung it up.
So
That's
my
why I brung
response
it
is, well,
up.
clearly we don't believe in the same God.
He ain't told me.
He told me
He
nothing.
would share that
You would
information
think,
with me.
That's right.
Are
And-
you
and
insane?
people-
I would have confirmation in my
Thank
spirit,
you.
and I don't have any.
And people
But that's
that
the
know
pimp
me
move,
know-
right.
Exactly.
know how I am in regards
Yeah.
to spirituality or whatever. Let me tell you something, Lord. I get ministers, pastors, preachers, teachers, deacons every day. Every day. The God said this, God said that. Yeah, why? Because you saw me say, thank you, Jesus, on the post. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me like that because I'm going to curse you out. I'm going to really test that whole
Y'all women go through a lot of stalking.
Don't try to do
Y'all
that.
women go through a lot of inboxing and DM shit.
Yeah,
Y'all
We do. We do. So don't
Y'all
come
go
at me
through a
like
lot.
that.
we
Don't
definitely
do that.
It's
No,
crazy.
y'all do.
Lot of
Y'all go
madness.
through it, and I got a message. Y'all go through a lot of dick pics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get that many.
No, because I have women friends. They leave me messages on my page and they tell me what they go like. You just met a man, and all of a sudden he's sending you that.
Or a preacher, or a teacher, or a minister, because they do it
Yes.
too, and the videos. But
yes.
let me tell y'all,
And
ladies, if
don't
y'all-
forget the cops.
Oh,
Don't forget the cops.
but,
Don't forget the police. Don't forget the popos.
Excuse me.
Don't forget the popos. I'm just saying, the men popos, them DPD men popos. There's a lot of them. They ain't
really?
shit.
Well, not only
They are
DPD.
not at all. It's just.
Let me tell you what
I
I
think that's a
general.
rule.
Let me tell you what I
At this
did.
point.
You talking about women that get dick pics, right?
Yeah.
Guess what I
Okay.
did? Do it. Because I made a rule and I put it on the post. The next pic I get like that, I'm gonna send you one, and you're not gonna like it, and it ain't gonna be yours. And I promise you, I've done it. I promise you, I've done it. Now you can slide
Every
your little
woman
penis
in
in my
that
inbox
guy.
if you want to. You're gonna get somebody else's, and you're gonna
Every
look at it
woman-
because you're gonna think I'm sending you
And
something
it's
else.
like y'all just
Oh, no,
met
it's a
this
surprise.
person, and he sent y'all that. I know Nicole. I
Well,
know
but you-
somebody didn't send you one.
Yeah,
But you know what? I
absolutely.
think guys do that because that's what turns them on, those pictures.
Yeah.
So they think that
They're trying to
I
test
see
you
you
That's
out.
gonna
see
work
if
for
you-
us.
see
And
what
I
you
think,
gonna
like,
do.
how
Now
do
you
you
gotta send me
expect?
something.
How do you expect for me to send you that, Nicole, that one of y'all that, and expect for me to respect you if we start dating? Because it's not really dating.
It's not.
If
He already
you mean
done
if
threw
she-
out-
if-
know
if
what
she
he wants.
accepts it?
Yeah, because he's not gonna sit up here and respect you for that. He already know. Damn, I sent her a dick pic and she accepted it. I already know what time it is. I just gotta put my time in.
Well, you
Right.
know what? If he's
Or not.
sending those
That is
pictures
like
like
the
that,
best
Yeah, or not.
He doesn't know.
Or not.
I
might
like
be
keep
good to
that,
go.
please. Don't do that.
Yeah.
if he's sending those pictures like that, he's not serious about a real relationship.
Exactly.
All he wants is
Why
sex.
you think a lot of women
That's it.
just accept it?
Because that's all they want.
That's right.
And
I
I
they
know
on
men
board.
don't want to believe that, but
Yeah.
there are some women
just want
Ain't that one of the
It
reasons
is
why
the
they
women
keep
that
doing
just
it?
come to play.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
right.
That's the reason why they
And they
keep
come to
doing
play
it.
too.
They keep doing it because they get away with it,
I'll
right?
play along
Right.
with you.
And
They
because
keep-
see,
Go
what they're
ahead.
probably not telling you, they're sending him pictures back too. You know, in return.
Right, I was gonna say, I like not.
You know what I'm saying? Because they want to do the hookup.
That's
Some,
right.
some women
But
definitely
if you
let it
are
play.
serious like we
You're
are,
not doing that.
no, you're not going to do that. Delete and block.
I love when she say that. Yeah.
Right.
Seriously.
Or block and delete.
True, that is it. Block it.
BD.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Yeah.
But you're, if you're serious about a relationship, you just don't want a sexual relationship.
Right.
You know, you're looking for that contract. Whatever that contract may be. and it's not just about sex.
Correct.
Okay, I got another question for you ladies.
Sure.
And you know, these questions come from the page.
Okay.
Men think dating is too costly now.
Oh, really? So how do you think that you're going to get to know somebody? How do you think that, how are you going to spend time? Is it going to be Netflix and chill? What is it going to be? Texting?
Because my thing is,
marriage gonna look like.
because if I sit up
I'm
here
trying to figure
and
out-
if I sit up here and met Sierra, if I'm pursuing Sierra, I gotta be willing to pay for something.
Absolutely.
So you have to pay for
You
something.
got to buy
but
something. You got to
you
buy
can
a
Yeah.
corned
be
beef sandwich.
different.
You got
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah,
It's
you
got
But
to
they
be
think
a
dating
picnic.
is
picnic, you
starting.
It's got a
It
picnic.
does not have to be monetary every single time. You
That's
go
That's
on a
right.
date.
It's about
So
the thought.
But I
things,
think
yeah,
too,
you're gonna have to pay
if
for.
I sit up here
And you
and,
got
and
to
I
be
meet Kim,
creative.
you know, we got 2 Kims in there today. If I sit up and meet one of the Kims and talking to them day after day, I should know what they likes and want. If I can't afford it, then I need to get the fuck on.
Exactly.
That's what you need to do.
Exactly.
Because
Period.
if they've displayed
Because I know
that
what they
it's
like
all
to eat.
money,
I know where they
you
like
know
to
you can't
go. I
afford
know
it,
what they
then
like
move.
to. I know what they like to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's gonna cost. But men really think that dating is really getting expensive.
Okay,
But
But
so
expensive how? Because he want the 4 for 4. I'm confused. I hate a whining ass man. Let me be honest. I hate
She
a
said
whining
4
ass
for 4.
What the hell are you whining for? You ask me out. Don't take me somewhere first. Don't take me somewhere that you can't afford to menu. Don't take me somewhere
Yeah.
and dare try to tell me what to order and not order.
Right.
Fool your boy. That's first. That's stupid as hell. Why do you think? And that's why some of these little punk ass men are fine with women pursuing them. They're fine with a woman asking them out for a date first. They're fine with women proposing to them.
Because they don't want to be responsible when it comes to paying.
The hell I shall. I ain't asking nobody's son nothing. Do you hear me?
I know
She
that's
says
right.
son.
And we can
She
talk
says son.
every day, all day, but I will not be the one push a button on a day, ever.
I know that.
I wish I would.
And it
I
makes
wish
me
I would.
wonder, like, okay,
That's
if it's so
ridiculous.
expensive, then what's expensive to
Stay
you?
at home.
Right.
Just,
You know
just
what
stay
I
at
mean?
home.
And like,
Right.
so is this the level that you can? This is what you can offer. This
Right.
is so, and like you, I date to marry. So I'm like, if I marry you, then this is my life.
But
Yeah,
you,
hell
but
no.
you know
And
what?
ain't nobody
No,
about to
thank
do
you.
that.
Thank
No,
you.
thank
when
you.
did it stop? Okay, so to me, my understanding is, you know, dating and what you do or the effort that you put in should be, what am I trying to say? You should be trying to show me how interested you are. I mean, it should be a
This is the life I can
measure
give
of
you.
your
This is what I can
interest in
offer
me.
you. Yeah.
So if you're saying to me it's too expensive, then what is that saying about me? Am I not worth it?
Right.
exactly that's what he's saying.
And if I ain't worth it, then you need to go find. Listen, what you need to do is stop shopping on the top shelf.
Hello?
Okay,
You
come
better
on.
go get a Raggedy Ann.
on down
You
to-
better go get Raggedy
Go to
Ann.
the Dollar Tree.
Something that's okay with her.
Exactly.
That priority.
Because what I'm working with costs. It takes time to put on makeup.
Okay, I gotta put in all this effort, and you talk about some
Thank
fun.
You understand? So
Right.
that goes back to what you were saying.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I brought
Right.
it up.
But
That's why I brought it up.
But,
Yep,
but
that
let
goes
me say
back.
something though.
Hi.
So how many of them
This
fake
is an
it
audio
though?
podcast. Keep talking into the microphone, please.
But how many people fake it? And pretend that they can meet you on that level, knowing full well
Girl.
That they cannot.
that they cannot.
Oh, I done ran into that. I almost married that.
Is
That was-
it
Living way beyond they means.
Yes.
Right.
Living off somebody
And
else's
when I find
dollar.
out that's the case, how turned off am I?
So turned off.
But you know what?
Can
Well,
we
one
just
thing I
keep it a
don't
buck,
respect-
No,
please?
and that's a valid point that you raised, because I don't want a man who can wine and dine me, but then he can't pay his bills.
That's right.
Girl,
Listen, because
That's
I
a
was
problem.
engaged to
Wait a
somebody
Because
like
minute,
that
let me
means he's
check
not
it
going to
on-
be
Let me
responsible
check
if
and
I
see
marry
who's
him.
watching
and then
here.
we-
Okay.
I might
You taking us
turn
down the
this
And
drain.
off.
then what's going to happen? I'm going to come home and the electricity is going to be off. That's a problem.
That's the
I
problem.
might
I
need
need
turn this
somebody
part of
who
the
is
video
sensible
off.
and
Wait a minute.
responsible, but yet still can afford to do the things that I like to do. That's what I'm looking for.
Girl, you talking good. I might need to turn this off. Wait a minute. Who
That's
on
what I
here?
said,
Wait a minute.
honey, because, I talk a lot. Baby.
That's why I shout out to Kim
No,
Collins, because she talk.
seriously.
Yeah, but you're right.
We need to consider these
actually
things.
mean-
That's,
You're
That
right.
is true.
No, I know
right.
you do.
And that's
Because
going
they
back
I watch
to-
every time you
and
go
this-
on,
And I
flick
call
on,
it
I
overlay
listen.
for the underplay.
It is. But you know what? That's why I told Cassine, met someone, and I said, now, I was dressed because I was going to a charity ball. This guy approached me, and he couldn't afford nothing that I had on, not even the shoes. But he wanted to take me out to AHA.
Because he knew you could afford it.
I'm not affording anything for him.
Yeah, but he thought.
I take care of my kids.
See,
Right,
sometimes
right.
those
That's
type
right.
of men,
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
working with, you know,
I'm not. I you know
Deborah,
what?
I know where you at.
Guess
but
what?
that they know they
Block
trying
and
And they
delete.
figure they can
Because
change
guess
your
what?
mind.
You need to, and I told Cassine, I had him cracking up. I said, you need to start adding up what she has on and see if you can afford that. And if you cannot afford that,
Then stop
what's going to
talking to her.
happen, she's going to be very unhappy if she decides to be with you.
That is
and you
correct.
can't afford that. And that's just being realistic about things.
That's
that
very
is
real.
correct.
That's
I
keeping
think
it
a lot
real.
of a lot of men don't be realistic,
At all.
and when
They
a lot
are
of
They don't
men
think
meet
about it.
certain women, they ought to realize that that woman is out of your league.
Exactly.
Way too late by the
and
time
I'm
they
not
figure it
talking
out.
about what she has on. By the way, a lot of women, a
carry
lot of y'all
yourself.
women,
They lie.
y'all out
Carry
of,
yourself. Get you.
but here's the thing though,
Yeah.
y'all women in here today, you know,
Yeah, but you know what?
but
These
y'all
are
women in
real
here today,
issues.
just the way y'all mind work, a lot of men mind don't work like
Can't
that.
work
But
that can't-
sometimes
yeah.
they just want to be able to say they bagged the baddie.
Yes.
Yeah, come
If
on.
you doing that shit at my age, that's a problem.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
No,
That's
well,
your
they
problem.
have
Well,
a
they're
problem.
definitely doing it
Yeah,
at
if
that
they doing it and the women let them do it,
They're
then the women got
definitely
the
doing
problem
it at
just
your
like
age.
they do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
it
they
is.
have.
Seriously.
Yeah. There's a lot of men that you
Because look,
your
I
age.
met someone and I sat
Excuse
up
me.
and told her.
Are you here for the podcast or are you here for Instagram? Because we can't hear you if you don't talk into the microphone.
I'm so used to my voice carrying. I talk so loud.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
You know, and I told this person that when I first met her, I wasn't physically attracted to her, and she thought that was a problem.
No, you have to be.
Oh, yeah. That's
No.
important.
And I'm
That's
saying
important,
the
too.
reason why I'm not physically attracted to you, I ain't touching and rubbing on you. I want to get to know you first.
Okay.
But
and
I-
then if we get to dating, if I get to touching and rubbing them, oh shit, you got some shit that I like.
Right.
But I'm trying to get to know you first.
Right.
And trying to see if we on the same path of life.
Right.
Okay, so Sam, I
But
think you
most
got a few
attraction
things
is
mixed
visual,
up
right?
a
Yeah,
little
'cause
bit,
I-
like, just
well,
a
I
little
think you
bit.
probably gonna say-
Because I believe
For
that
men.
you are
For
sincere
men.
and genuine in your approach and in your dating. I believe that you are. That could be slightly offensive depending on how you say it.
She was offensive.
And
she
let me
was
tell you
offensive
why,
with that.
because
Be
men
offensive.
are visual.
Visual, that's what I'm
And as a
thinking.
Yeah.
man, I want you, because now what you're telling me is this. Hey, I want to get to know you, your mind, blah, 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 because that's kind of a game, too. I'm not saying you're playing a game.
No,
But it can be.
Right.
No.
Men do and say that, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is you're a visual creature, so I need you to also like what you
What
see
you
and what
see.
you like,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
now you're not gonna know what they appreciate. I don't need you
Right.
to let somebody
No.
else beat you out your game. Shit,
Like
you're trying to get me.
fast or no. When
You know
I
what
look
I'm
at a
saying?
woman, no matter what she shape, if I look at a woman and if I like her, I'm already attracted to her.
Okay, well, say that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
that's the
that
word.
makes
And
sense.
that's
Word
what
is
I had to
better.
explain to her.
Right, words
That's what I explained to her,
Okay.
and she still wasn't feeling because she thought, oh, well, you didn't think I have a nice body. You didn't think I... No, I didn't.
Okay, so now you know what you're supposed to do?
What?
Stop talking to her.
Yeah,
Because she's going to be stuck right there.
right there, it ain't going nowhere.
She
else.
cannot even conceive. She can't even conceive
wasn't-
that's
really
not where you really were. She's not accepting the fact that you, at that point, are not really interested in a physical relationship.
There
That
you
you're
go.
trying to get to know her. You're going to spend the duration of that relationship. Let me get my word out. Blah, 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 blah.
You got it. You got it.
Duration
You got
of the
it.
relationship. Explaining yourself.
Ooh, that's not a place you want to be. No. That is
A lot of men
place.
don't like to explain themselves. Like I told Fast,
But that's
you know,
exactly
I
what
love,
they get
I
themselves
love
and then we'll shut
answering
down.
questions.
But that's exactly what it's going to be. Every
Yeah.
time you say something, you're going to have to reiterate and reiterate
reiterate.
and come back
not
next
fun.
week.
Go.
Next week you're going to have to
said next
explain
week.
Make sure
yourself
she's okay.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you done messed
Right.
up somewhere
She
along the
said
line.
next week.
Exactly.
You know, and now she not letting it go. I've had this conversation with friends and stuff. And they be like, I've got friends and they just, girl after girl after girl because they can't get the one that they really want because
Right.
they messed it up. And they
Right.
know if they get back with her, all it's going to be. And I tell them, I was like, all you're going to do is explain over and over. I was like, you will never live it down because you cheated on her, you did this, you did that. You're never going to live it over.
Once you cheat, it's over.
You know, and I'm like, you
It's over.
it is. It's over.
It's over. I
Yeah,
don't
it is.
care if it's been a month. You ain't even got to be serious with nobody. But once
The rest of your life.
you know what I'm
is
saying,
that.
like
People
it's,
swear when they cheat or they cheat on you, you cheat on them. Oh, we got that relationship is strong now. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah. I don't
no.
care what nobody's woman, the kid, son, daughter, whatever say. You think about it here and here. You have it creates insecurity.
It does.
It
And it's
does.
gonna
And the
lasting
unfortunate
one.
part about men is they create these damn insecurities and then they have the nerve not to want to deal with the insecurity.
okay.
Nigga, what?
No, you gonna hear this.
Let me
there.
tell you,
Yeah.
this is how I feel today. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So you.
when a
you
woman
can't
wear that
do
baseball
that.
cap, that's how she feel.
You know what? Oh my God, he's touching my hair.
No, I ain't talking about the
My
hair.
power was out.
You went
Whatever.
cause- yeah.
I don't have no power.
Yeah.
That's how I came out today.
Right.
But no, so, and they say, oh, we lasting us. Guess what? The only thing, sorry to people that's listening because it's true, and it's not to diminish marriage because I am pro-marriage. The only reason why marriage lasts is because you've decided that you're going to go through whatever it takes just so you can stay married.
married.
Not because it's all flowers and crap like that.
That's true.
Oh,
but
no.
that just means you believe in your vows.
You believe in
No,
your vows.
I
yeah.
get that you believe in your vows,
For
but
better or for worse.
Yeah, but for worse means to let him keep abusing you and cheating.
Well, no.
Oh yeah, no,
No, wait a
no, we're
minute
gonna have
now.
to break
Well,
up.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
No.
So what I'm saying is a lot of people decide. You just have to decide. You have to have staying power. I've always said that you
Yeah.
gotta have
Right.
love, but what love got to do with you cheating on me? What love got to do with those
Nothing.
lights being
Not-
off?
oh,
Absolutely. That's what
shit.
we
You know what
talk
I'm saying?
about all the
Whoa.
time.
Love got to do that.
Oh,
Nothing. I get you
shit.
love me, but you did this to me.
shit.
What do I
Oh,
say?
shit.
Love ain't fixing
What
this
do I
right
say?
now.
Right, I love you, and you
Oh,
done broke
shit.
my heart, but you didn't. I still
Love
love you.
I-
Somehow
I
it's not
argue-
fixing
The only
nothing.
reason why we
listen.
take men and women back is because we made a conscious decision
To go back.
to do it, and it don't matter what the hell you do to me. At that point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Yep.
accepted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what, because now that's
Exactly.
me loving you for better or for worse. You ain't give a damn about me.
Right.
Period.
Right,
Don't
'cause
act
you
like
didn't
you
give me
did.
a reciprocate
Don't
that.
none of that stuff.
If you
Don't
did, you
do
wouldn't
it.
have cheated.
Kim.
Save it.
Kim,
Go ahead.
just like I told
Yes.
Cassine, I refuse to. You go out and cheat on me, and then I gotta go to counseling. I'm not going to counseling. You go to counseling because you cheated.
Yeah.
No. That is just insane to me.
Right.
If you cheat on someone,
And then they
That
mad you don't
means-
trust them no more.
It's right.
you don't trust them.
What?
You betrayed my trust, and it's never ever going to be the same.
Right.
You know what? My suggestion to women when they cheat on you the first time, it's time to leave. Men usually leave the first
Right.
time you cheat.
Oh
on them.
yeah, they gone.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
you better
They can't deal
muster
with
the
it.
courage to leave because guess what?
that's that old
He's
double
going
standard.
to do it again and again and
Men
again.
are. and
Well,
he gonna lie to you
because he
in
got
that
away
trying
with
to
it.
him gain
And-
your
and him
trust.
saying
He gonna lie to
that
you.
he
He gonna still
loved you.
keep seeing that same girl.
He
I
loves
argue-
you.
Right.
He
She
gonna
ain't
keep
going
seeing her.
nowhere.
I promise you.
If he loved you,
I
he would have
argue-
never ever cheated
What I tell you, I
on
argue with men all the time. if I am in love
Would you not
and
gonna
love
cheat
you,
on me?
you're not
Not
going
gonna
to
do some
cheat
things
on
you
that
you
person.
don't want to see your
Oh,
partner.
Randy got something to say.
No, somebody here drive a black Impala?
No.
Okay.
That's probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you are genuinely in love with someone, you are not going to cheat
Yeah,
on
you
them.
don't want to see them hurt.
No,
You don't want to
not.
hurt them. I'm sorry. I just
So-
really believe in that.
So yeah, I don't
I
think
really
that's true.
believe in that. Oh,
I don't think what's
it's
true.
yes.
I don't
yes.
think that that's true at all.
You think that a man can cheat on you and still
Absolutely.
love you?
I think that I could cheat on a man and still love him. So that's just either way. No, I'm being serious.
No, because there's
okay,
a lot of
I'm
other people
just-
that
I'm
feel
We
that
give
same way
love
too.
so much power, and I just seen a meme somewhere. Love means this: giving somebody the power to hurt you and trusting that they won't. That doesn't stop. Now the whole "I love you, I won't do this." Like, yeah. But everybody knows shit happens. It was just a mistake. It was just a mistake. If that's the case, if you love me, you would never curse me. Literally, with your mom. If you love me, then I wouldn't have came home with those lights out because you should love me enough not to want me to be in the dark. It's all the same when it comes to sex. People like to hype up the whole sex thing a little differently. I can love you and do this and that and that. I don't think that doesn't mean that you love me. I think that you are selfish. I think it is a very selfish act. But I don't think that changed how you feel about me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mama, my
but
mama.
No, because it's a
some
lot of
people
other
can
it's a lot of other
separate
men
love
and
and
women
sex.
feel
Some
the
people
same way
can't-
you do.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, like, I know that my
can't. I
mama
ain't built that
loved
way.
me, right? But when she beat my ass when I was a kid, did she stop loving me?
Yeah, but your mother not dating you.
I get that.
Right.
But that's not
We
what we're
talking about
talking about.
the-
We're talking
yeah.
about love.
Yeah.
We're talking about
That's
what
a
love
different
allows you
kind
to
of-
do.
that's
That
a
hurt.
different
You
kind
said
of
you
love.
don't want to see me hurt.
I'm
That
just-
hurt.
Yeah.
I got my ass beat. It hurt.
Yes. But I'm saying, as far as a relationship, as far as a marriage,
Okay.
when you marry this person for love, right?
And but you
I
also
don't-
honor
Why do you
them.
think
A lot of people-
so many married
Exactly.
people say now cheating ain't a deal breaker? Why? Because it sounds good to everybody else because they know damn well if somebody cheat on them, they're not going nowhere. Because they decided to stay through hell or high water. And like she said, immediately, for better or for worse.
Do you think
That's why they not. That's why.
do you think
Why you think so many
cheating-
women say I'll be in an open marriage now?
Yeah.
My husband cheated on me, but I don't want to leave. I don't want him to be
is cheating
responsible.
always
I'm
different
gonna-
between men and women?
What do you mean?
Is cheating always
No,
different?
it
Because they say,
depends on the
because I hear
person.
women say, men
reasons
cheat
why.
just to have sex.
Yeah.
Women cheat from
From
emotional.
perspective.
And they have a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kinda
that's
just-
what-
yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
is
could
an,
be.
as an
It
emotional
could
thing.
be because if you do, if a man does it, it's like y'all can separate it. You know, y'all can still have feelings for the woman and cheat on her. Y'all can
Right,
still
that's
do
what I'm
it.
saying.
Maybe not you, Cassine, but a lot
Oh,
of
I'm so
men,
special today.
Well, I'm saying not
What
you
the
because
fuck is
you
I'm saying?
said
Because you wasn't physically
No, because I
attracted.
haven't found my match.
because you choose
That's really-
to
I
be.
haven't found my
Period.
match.
Right.
I haven't found my
Period.
match.
But
That's
have
all.
you looked?
Oh, I've been looking. Shit. I'm like Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Yeah. But no, keep going. Keep
Okay,
going what
Kim,
you're saying.
What you were saying.
Yeah, keep going,
Okay.
Kim.
I think that men can separate love and sex. I think when women cheat, we are definitely, it's more love for us. And I think that we are trying to fill a space.
Avoid. Absolutely.
Men
Yeah.
just trying to
Get a nut.
get in there,
Yeah.
get their rocks off,
They do a
have
little
some
bit more
fun.
than that, though.
Sometimes
I think that they can fall
Because
into
I've been
the
on the
hole.
other end of cheating. I had
Right.
a wife, and I cheated on her. It was a little bit more than that.
But that's
But
you.
my cheating was different.
So you were
Right.
emotionally involved with that woman? Is
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yes, I was. And it was a little bit more, but a lot of these nasty men out here, the way they cheat, that shit is ridiculous.
Okay, so
But cheating is cheating is cheating. And
No matter what, cheating
Yeah,
it is.
cheating
It
is
is.
cheating
No,
is
it
cheating.
is. But now, because I hear a lot of men talk, I talk to a lot of men.
Right,
And I hear a lot of reasons why they cheat, and a lot of reasons they cheat is bullshit.
right.
Yeah.
That's why they
Bullshit.
punk ass won't commit to anybody. They want to
Right.
be able to tell
They got
5, 6 different
excuses.
women that they're dating. I'm only dating.
Right.
And you
That's
create
just
all
my
of these
friend.
relationships because you don't want to deal with the guilt of cheating.
That's right.
Or you don't want to feel like you want
Wanna
it to
say,
be
like,
okay.
I'm a good guy.
You
No.
want it right in
Yeah.
your mind. You want it to be okay that you're doing this. I get it.
Yeah.
But women do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
we
But
do.
I
why
get it.
can't, okay, so if you're dating, the 21st century definition of dating, that means that you're seeing multiple people. Mm-hmm. Okay.
At least 3.
Yeah, a minimum of 3 people.
Oh, is a minimum?
Yes, minimum.
Lord,
That's right. Hey, 'cause look, she had to get me together. I'm so old school. She had to get me together because I thought dating.
I don't
If
do
I said
that.
me and you are dating, we exclusive.
We exclusive. That's how I do
It
it.
ain't like that no more.
Yeah, no,
They
it
changed
is.
it. They changed
How
it
it
this
goes.
year.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
well,
so it's a
Well,
minimum
it is
of
for
3
me. That's
people.
why I'm single too.
It's a minimum
'Cause I
of 3
can't do
people.
that.
Now let's get this straight. You're not sleeping with these people. See, this is where everybody
That's where
gets
it
it
get fuzzy.
confused.
Foggy,
Yeah.
So you can date 3 people. That means you're going out, you're talking to them. There's no sexual anything going on
Well, that's
with
why
you
men
guys.
think that dating is getting expensive. If you're juggling 3 women, then hell yeah, you're spending a lot of money.
Well, he need to have his
Now
pockets
you
together.
want to say that
Yeah,
one more
He need to
time.
have if I'm Kim, and Nicole, I need to have some fat pockets.
You just said
Let me just say this.
Exactly.
Here's the truth. If I'm dating
Yeah.
you and I know you dating multiple people, well, hell, I'm not going to be the one sitting in the house and Netflix and chill. The hell I
Thank
shall.
you. Thank
What?
you.
So what makes
Yeah.
this half over here better than me? She get to go outside and I don't.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I only can handle one.
Mama, let me tell you something. No, because some of us can play the same game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you're doing it's the exploration phase. Okay, so that's what dating is. And most people get it confused. They say, well, hey, I'm dating. This means that we're having all this sex with multiple people. If you're going by that definition, then you're not doing all that.
Right.
So you can be
Right.
honest with that person.
And say,
So
Right.
everybody
How many
is
people
competing for your attention.
About
How many
90%.
people honest? Honest about having multiple sex partners?
Oh,
Yeah,
but
they
see, you're
not
doing
honest.
having
But that's not
multiple
dating.
sex
That's
partners.
technically dating.
You're
You're
just
honest.
a whore.
Yeah,
or a
you just
slut or
Sluts.
whatever you
We
are.
had a show
Yeah,
about
that's-
sluts.
Okay,
Men and women?
that is not dating.
We
That's
had a show
just,
about
that's just
sluts.
you
that's
out
something else.
Men and women?
I don't even know what you are.
Yeah.
And then after you decide, hey, I like this person more than I like the other people, then you guys have an exclusive relationship, and you start having sex with that one person.
Right.
Yep.
That's dating in the 21st century. I don't know what.
Yeah,
all
I don't
these
know
people
what
do.
that is.
Multiple partners, craziness. That's insane.
Right.
It's totally insane.
People do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are doing it.
People
Right
do
now,
it.
all the time.
Way very common.
No, I get what
It's
you're
super
saying.
common.
Yeah.
I
Like,
get what
But
you're
that's
saying.
insane to me.
Yeah,
That's
they
very
do.
common.
They
I don't
really
know.
do it.
I
And
have
they
no
do
idea.
this shit all the time, every single day.
All
I don't
day, every
care
day.
how many shows talk about it, they still going to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's some really nasty ass people out here.
Yeah, it is.
And then
It
hop
I'm
to the clinic and
scared.
hope everything all right.
Yeah,
Be like,
I'm really scared. I'm scared for our sons and daughters that have
Yeah.
to grow up.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something, because you never know what people do. And some people are honest and they tell you this and that. Some are honest. I don't think they're honest with everybody. But I'm going to tell you what. Somebody's son got one time to bring me something. Listen.
Child.
Oh, you're talking as it something you can't wash off.
STD. A damn bump of, whatever it is.
Listen.
Whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
But other than that, everybody lean on, we grown people
That's
do this.
it.
Grown people have sex.
the
Da-da-da-da.
excuse.
Yep,
That's
we
the
sure do.
excuse. Yeah.
Y'all sure do.
Yeah.
I tell you what. That's it.
Come around here with that. Don't come around here with
Okay,
that.
let me
Listen.
ask you.
Don't do it.
And women are
ladies.
just as good as these men are. I
Yep,
promise you.
Yep.
Don't
yep,
be fooled.
yep,
Please
yep,
don't
yep.
ever think that you finessing somebody.
Don't
Listen.
don't fool yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
That's
I've been finessed.
You probably have been. Okay, like
I've
me.
been
Honestly,
finessed
I
a
got
whole
6
lot.
brothers.
She know what I'm talking about. That's why she laughing.
I get it.
I have been finessed by a few women.
No, and I get it.
No,
and that might be
yes, no.
trials and tribulations
Yeah.
through the
She
dating.
know.
You
That's
know,
why
the
she
weeding-
laughing.
Through the weeding
Me and
out.
Five Star talk all the
It
time.
happens, but like through the weeding out, I get that. But I'm saying
Yeah.
that we're talking about, like you said, guys, people that don't have intent. Some people are habitual daters.
Yeah.
They will date
Yeah.
you 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 years, and expect you not to see nobody else.
But you know what?
Listen,
That's ridiculous. There's a time.
Girl,
But you know
I'll
what?
be like, okay.
I think as women, we need to decide how long you're going to date somebody, and then you have to cut them off.
Wait a minute. Let me turn
put that
this
back
up.
right.
yeah.
You know what? I think that's a little unfair, though.
You gotta know
Five-Star.
when.
No,
I didn't say
no,
that.
no. we need to have a general timeline.
Okay,
of
timeline
how
I can
long
go with, yeah.
we're going to date somebody. Dating somebody 10, 12 years.
That's nuts.
Ooh.
Hell no.
I don't have.
You are not going to waste
I'm
my
too
time for
impatient.
10, 12 years, and then now I'm much older, and now I got to go
Wasting
back and
my
do this
time.
all over again? Hell no.
That's
You
too
have
risky.
6 months. That's my time.
6.
You got 6 months.
I don't have a time
You
limit on it.
You got 3.
Yeah,
You got 6
I'm where
months.
I think
I'm impatient. I'm around 3.
No,
No,
6
I-
months
yeah,
for us to
That's
yeah.
decide
my
where we're
average.
going.
I
Because
can
if you
roll with
haven't
the
made
3.
a solid move
We've gotta
in
be
90 days,
exclusive.
Okay.
if you
And then we
cannot,
go-
because in 90 days, you first of all, when you approach me, you already know what you want. Whether it's something
I agree with that.
solid
Yep.
or
Just a
you
booty
just
call.
want to play or just be friends. You already know at my age, okay? So now you got 90 days to walk this thing out. In 90 days, if you have not made a solid decision, I tell you what, I'm going to make one for you. Let's be friends.
Right. That's my thing. Look, well, we gonna be
Exactly.
friends, boy.
And I'm not
Exactly.
and how about
No,
I'm not
seriously.
changing my mind? Because
Yeah, that
just
part.
like you have watched me, I've been watching you.
That
And I've
part.
been-
I
I've
think
been
y'all. Let
laser-
me say this.
time.
Let me say this.
Focused.
Y'all women
Laser
are more
focused.
focused and more attentive to what a man is doing than a man doing to y'all.
Well,
No,
we made time for it.
uh-uh. No. How about this? He looking at the wrong thing.
Right. I would say we're
He's
focusing-
He's not any less focused than we are. We're looking at two totally different things. By the time he start looking at what he need to be looking at, it's too late.
That's right.
Yeah, it's over.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's all
It's
over.
over.
It's the
Yeah.
fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the
That's
time
exactly-
you
that's
guys
exactly
become
right.
exclusive, then you have this timeline. And if you don't meet that timeline and we talking about, hey, let's get engaged, we getting ready to take it to the next level, we moving it, whatever that may be for you, it's a wrap-a-roo.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to be hitting
Because
certain
then you need to get back
milestones.
into the dating pool.
Yeah, I need time to get back.
Right.
Detox.
Exactly.
And get back in there.
That's
and you
right.
just
Figure out what
wasted
went wrong.
your valuable time.
And that's why
Exactly.
you only got 90 days. I'm not giving you no
You
6
just
months.
wasted
That's too
your
much.
valuable time.
Yeah, 6
What
months
do y'all
Half
think
of a year.
You
the
say-
most?
Girl,
what do y'all
what?
think?
I will be 48 in a few days.
You said
Half of
no.
a year? I ain't got that much time, honey.
No.
What do y'all think the most important element of dating someone is?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah,
to
I'm
let you
trying
know
to
that
figure
you're
out.
gonna give this person, you know,
I think that
More
Will
conversation
Smith
on the
and
phone.
Jada Pinkett said it best
Yes.
in one of those red table talk when they. I think that they just decided to do life together when they said that. Did
I
anybody
saw that
see that?
episode. I saw
And
that
I thought
that's
that
that's
was
too deep for
so-
a lot of people because they don't. I get it.
But
a
at
lot
least
of
you
people
don't
don't think that
know
deep because
if
a lot
they-
of people
Initially, you don't
agendas is
know.
fucked
You
up.
don't know if you
don't
want
know.
to
Yeah.
life,
No,
but
when I
don't
say
know.
that, I'm saying the commitment that they gave to one another because I've been married and divorced.
But
right?
they were. how long had they been together before? I saw that episode.
before
they
How
decided
long
that.
had they been together before they decided to make that statement?
But- and that's what I said, you have to
They
decide.
have been together
Okay, and that's
for
where that
3 years.
timeline comes in.
That's what I'm saying. You have to decide if, like I said, so many people, whether these marriages, whatever, any type of relationship that you engage in, you decide that this is what we're going to be committed to,
Yeah.
and this is what we're going to do. That's why I said so many people are afraid of the C word, the commitment. You got to be committed to your job. You got to be committed to washing your ass every day. You can be
Exactly.
committed to what we say we're going to do. And I don't care
Exactly.
what it is. And I said that because, I'm pro-marriage. But I'm just about, and so I've not dated all of these. I've not done that because it's recent. I've not done that. But the bottom line is this. I'm pretty sure that I can just, if I like you enough, I can decide, okay, we about to do this together.
Yeah.
What's love got to do with it? I'm sorry. Oops. That's how I feel about it. Love is love, but honey,
you being honest.
Let me
and
tell
I can
you
appreciate
something.
that. I can appreciate
let
that.
me tell you something. Love don't catch no tears. Love ain't stop that argument. Love, none of that stuff. And I did not get a divorce because of fornication. I've never had 1 ounce of financial struggle in my marriage. It wasn't that. A lot of people think that it is. It was not that. We had been together since we were 20.
Terry Wallace
And you
said
know,
hi.
oh, hello. Hey, Terry. And and it just was what it was, unfortunately, at the time. But I think that as adults, we can decide. This is what we're going to do. People do it all the time. Marriages have become arrangement now, businesses, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and all of that stuff. And you be a fool out here to think that in this day and age that some of it is not. You be a fool to think that everybody is always happy all the time. I don't care how much you post. I don't care how in love you say
But
you are.
can you be happy all the time if you with that right person?
No,
Yes.
all the time.
I think so.
I
What do you
think
think,
so.
Sierra?
Just in
No.
human nature.
I think so.
All the time, like 24/7.
No. I'm not saying. I'm not saying where
I
it was
think
the
so.
point where y'all sleeping in separate rooms, y'all walking through the house. I'm talking about to
And
that
I'm not
point.
gonna-
where-
Hold
to the
on.
point,
What are you
can
talking about separate rooms?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
We're
that.
not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
We
that.
can just get a divorce.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep in
But
the
Yeah.
same
do
room.
they
No,
not
you have
do?
to-
You ain't
do
lying.
couples
Lay over
not
there
sleep in
front.
separate
We
rooms?
good.
Do not
We
do the shit that I'm talking about?
They do.
do
That's
it.
what I think. You
That's
never
why
know
I
what's
bring it
going
up.
on.
When they
They
get
get
older.
I'm asking Sierra the same thing.
But you
like,
know what?
If I got to do that, I'm with 5 Star. I'm getting a divorce, honey.
Listen, I met a man, and he was telling me that he was in a loveless, sexless marriage. But they were staying together because they had so many assets.
And they couldn't
And he
afford to be
said-
apart.
that's convenience.
Hell, that's
Yeah.
convenient.
Call that convenience.
He
That's
said,
all that is.
That's all
so
that is.
there are, and he had other friends
Well, 'cause
like
they
that
got
too.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not-
Or because they got kids
Quality
and one
of
can't
life.
afford to take care of them.
That
without
one-
that.
Right,
Quality
that's
of life.
true.
Well,
That's
by
the
the
quality of
time-
To
life.
liquidate those assets
Kim.
and live.
Well, they
By the
shit.
time he finished with me, when we started talking, listen, he got a divorce, moved out the house. Okay,
5 stars, I'm gonna get you together real
This
quick.
is
nonsense.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're putting your life on hold for some assets. That's insane.
You better
But people do it all the
liquidate those
time.
They
assets.
do it all the
Yeah.
time.
But
People-
are they happy
and you gotta
doing
pretend-
that? No,
No.
they're not.
No,
No,
but
no.
only
They're not.
you got to realize that people, their house really is their sanctuary. People pretend good, honey. They good outside of that door. On the inside, they living in hell, and they
Yeah.
rather live in hell than to come out and have you feel like, oh, my marriage was a failure, my life
Yeah.
is a failure. They rather live in hell on the inside. I promise you. I know them.
But
That's
you know what?
so
That's
true.
a hell of a price
That's
to pay, and
very
I'm
true.
not willing to pay that price.
And you,
That-
I'm not.
right.
You not, and then a whole lot of people are not.
But some
some
people
do.
care so
I
much
don't.
about what
Every day, all
everybody else
day.
thinks.
If I'm not happy,
They do it every day, all day.
I can't fake it.
Yeah.
I really
I know
cannot.
that's right.
I cannot.
I don't
what's
wanna
the-
do
what-
it.
I
You know what?
cannot.
What's the problem with dating right now? What's
Inconsistency.
going on with problem with
Disloyalty.
people dating right now?
I
Whores.
think people
People
just,
don't
you
know what it
what?
is.
Okay, so
All
can
of
I
it.
say
That's the
one
problem.
thing?
That's the
So,
problem.
so how about I think social media makes you feel like you got way more options than what you really have.
Ooh.
I think that's the number.
That's
one.
You know what?
Yeah.
I
That's
can
a-
agree with
that's a
that.
really
I can
good
agree. I can
observation.
agree with
I
that.
think
Yes,
people's
it is.
perception of the time that they have and what their options really are
Yeah.
is.
Let's go. Let's go. We got the.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
Come on.
Social media, yeah. I've heard that, been told that. Social, I guess. Okay, I've said that I don't feel like I should have to conform to what's going on to social media. This is what I've said in a conversation. I understand that girls are on social media shaking their ass. They're doing X, Y, and Z for the likes, the looks, the DMs, whatever it is, the dollar, whatever it is they can get from it. But at the same time, I'm not like that. I don't do that. So behind closed doors, if I can learn to shake my ass or do whatever it is that I need to do behind closed doors, I'm not about to do that for everybody on
see.
social media for you to slide in. But at the same time, you got to trust the person that you're with to hope that they don't fall prey to all of that that's out there.
BS.
And they feel like they
And
feel
it's
like
not the people that's doing it, and it's not because I agree that they should, but it's not the people that's doing it. It's that their fault. If you're in a
No.
relationship, govern yourself accordingly.
Yep.
And like I said, unfortunately, especially women, but men too, you rather go after that other person that you think your dude or whatever is dealing with instead of that dude because
Yeah.
you don't want to be on the house with him. Unless you're like me and don't give a damn if you don't talk to neither one of them. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
If, you don't,
They
if
feel
that's
like-
the case.
And that's
yeah,
the
and they
mature thing to
feel
do.
like that you with someone good. You know that.
Yeah.
Because of social media, you feel like it's something out there better.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
gonna feel like it's
Yeah,
something
that's
better
that,
for
that's
you
that grass
when
on the
you're not better?
green on the other side.
But how do
shit.
you feel like it's something out there better for you when you're not better?
Exactly. Exactly.
Did you see
know
all
you
because
not
social
shit.
media will
You
make
know
you
you
feel
not
you
shit.
can be
Oh my
anybody
God.
you want to be on
You
social
know
media.
you're not
Shit.
shit. So what? Yeah.
And
You know
think
you're not.
It's a
and you
whole
think
man.
everything is available to you on social media, and you can be anybody you want to be. So you can be nothing. You might be broke, no job, 3 kids, but on social media,
Honey,
you take a few
behind
pictures, you
that
the
keyboard,
man.
what?
Yep.
You the man.
Yes.
And you can get anybody you want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that,
You all
know,
articulate, got your post out and good and shit, and you a dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause you done copied and pasted from
You done
somebody
Googled the
else.
whole damn sentence, and I think he's
Yep,
smart.
and a lot of men
He's
think they
dumb
the
as
shit
hell.
because they went and brought a Hellcat.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's for kids. See, that's for kids.
No, it's men my age doing it.
No, I know. I'm just saying the kids
Yeah,
are being
you know what I'm
processed.
saying?
They're immature.
And you sit up
Yeah.
here with a wife or a live-in girlfriend, and you do that, and I'm just like,
They do it.
But
Some
is that
people
something
do it.
for men to make them feel as though, okay, I'm gonna do this so I can feel younger again?
That's the Tucci mobile.
not-
Absolutely. That's
not
like a man.
younger.
Midlife crisis
you know
going
what?
to
But
buy a
not
Corvette.
younger because men are sluts too.
Yeah.
Men are whores, for sure. Some men are whores, for
Sluts.
sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
some men.
So
They
it's-
are. I'll say some.
Yeah.
I try to be careful with that. Some.
Yeah.
They're
'Cause not
okay.
all of
It's
them.
more than some.
I don't know.
I can say that shit.
What I
'Cause I
will
talk to
say,
'em.
yeah.
It's more than some.
Oh, it's more than some. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. What I will
I
say
talk to
though
them
with the
because they look
whole
at me like I'm
dating
just,
game is, I don't know how much time we have. What I will say,
We got 15 minutes.
oh, okay, with the whole dating game, it's once you decide as an individual, that's what you're going to do, and that's what you want. I believe that all of the things will be added to you when you, because like you said, you're serious about dating. You
Yeah.
want to find this
But
way.
these men look at me like I'm crazy.
Okay, but what do you mean, women or men?
No, men,
Men.
not women.
Okay,
Men.
Women.
To hell
women
with men
respect.
because those are the same
Those are
men.
the ones
This
that
is
you
what I'm trying to say. To hell with them because those are going to be the same men that's going to be single or going to be telling you, congratulations, man. Dang, I wish I found a
Yeah.
woman like yours. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The same thing, woman. Even with me, just because, like, right now, for me, I'm like, because I want to be married again. But right now, just right
believe
now,
in
today,
marriage.
I'm not like, I'm about to go date. I'm about to find somebody. He's about to marry me. That's not how I'm feeling right now.
process. Yeah.
It is a process,
It's a
and I'm
process.
okay with that. I'm okay with whatever I do with my involvement.
Right.
I'm okay with what
Because
I
I
do.
had an argument with a
But,
woman, and we had an argument, a debate about. She said she's marrying for finance, and I said I'm marrying for love, and she felt like that was a problem.
No, that's it.
But I think she felt like that
Wow.
was a problem because she was hearing it come from a man. She felt like, oh, she called me soft.
I was about to say she probably called you weak and soft.
She called me soft.
Yeah, that's why her ass is she single?
Yes.
Okay, and I hate when women and men say that, but when you can't. I'm not gonna tell you how you feel about something. It's just soft and weak. We cannot.
simple.
What is the word? Because my brother used to tell me this all the time. Men emasculate men in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do it intentionally because I'll be honest, I've been told that, but I don't do it intentionally. The truth is I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna say what I mean and mean what I say. But I'm just not gonna say, oh, you weak. Because you said something about love.
I heard
Is
that.
that not what we want? You know what? For the most people, for
the majority, right.
Women say
Yeah.
they want somebody to love them, take care of them, be honest, not
Let me
cheat,
ask
blah
you
blah blah.
something. Do y'all really want a man to really communicate with y'all and talk?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because
I
a
need
lot of
that.
women don't. They think he's soft.
No.
That's
I've
not a
been
real
told.
woman. I don't think that's a real woman.
No,
I need him
no,
to
you
not-
definitely want him to communicate with you. And I even
Right.
want, I don't think a man is soft if he's telling me how he feels about
Right.
it.
Thank you.
I want
need
him
to
to
know.
express that to me.
And I don't
Because
want,
I'm going to express that to him, and then that
Yes.
makes our bond closer.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely want that.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
men is so
Oh,
they
no.
so
I
they
don't
so
have a problem
afraid
with
to
that.
talk.
Talk about because that's what so many
think it's gonna
girls.
make
little-
them. They think it's gonna make them soft.
No.
Well, they
They
also
worried
say
about that
women say they
woman.
want the truth, and then they don't really want the truth.
No,
That's what
because
they say.
because Five Star
I do
know.
want the truth, but I don't really care how many bodies you have.
Right, I don't need the
care about
details.
the
I don't need
past.
those fine details.
I really don't need all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've had some things that didn't work out. That I'm good with that.
Yep.
Okay, did you learn something? Tell me what you learned from that relationship.
Right, that's really
that
what I
went
care
sour.
about too, yeah.
That's all I care about. I don't need to hear all the gory details.
Right.
And I'm good with that.
Right.
Yeah, because I think every time a relationship or something ends, you should get something from it.
That's
Oh, exactly.
right.
You should be
To
Every
involve you.
experience.
Oh yeah.
To involve you
yeah,
into, you know what I'm saying, and to involve you into a better person. So you know that next time you can eliminate that shit from the beginning.
Right.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what you
But-
should be getting through dating.
I just wanted to make a comment too about that money thing. I would never just marry just for money.
Ever.
That is ridiculous because
Right.
I think that would be empty. I mean, that means choosing love over that. I mean, I would want him to have both. You know, you can be able to be a great provider and provide the lifestyle that I want, but I want to love you. That's more important. That's going to give me that staying power.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah, because, I mean,
Absolutely.
if I want to be a team player, I want to be able to stay for the long run.
Yep.
And love is going to keep me there, but the money may not. So
That's
if you
right.
lose all the money and then, you know,
It'll take
if I don't love
come
you,
get it.
I'm going to leave your ass.
That's another
You
thing.
know?
See, and the money, you know,
Yeah.
when you're dealing with an entrepreneur, you know, sometimes they don't really care about that because they can get it themselves.
Right.
So, you know, I need him to be able to be a very good communicator. That's like,
Men have a bad problem with that.
Yeah.
well, they do because they've been taught
do.
that
That's it.
opening up and being sensitive is not masculine.
Exactly.
But if he don't open up and communicate with me, there is no us.
Right.
I just can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I need somebody that's not does not allow their ego, you know, to decide everything.
Or let other people tell you what you
Or
should
let
shouldn't
other
do.
people tell
Like
you
that's
what you
not
should
that's
and should not
that's
do.
kind of a weaker trait.
Pride.
That's really
Yeah.
the weaker trait.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Pride. They
Pride. Yep.
men suffocate themselves with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Suffocate with themselves.
Nicole?
I was like,
Any comments?
No.
Do we turn around like,
I agree. I agree.
do y'all think it's
communication is key.
hard to date right now?
Yes. I
It
just
is
got back
for
with
me.
my
Hard to date.
ex-boyfriend,
but
and I'm
hard
like,
as in what though? Hard as in what? I don't.
Yeah.
It is.
It-
with
the
me
quality
because
is
I think
just-
they want too much too fast.
yeah.
And I'm kind of an
Do you think
old-fashioned type girl.
because I like to be patient, but also because because a lot of men is such fuck ups,
Right.
and I'm trying to show a woman that I'm not a fuck up like what she assumed I'm be from the beginning. I deal with a lot of women come in like, oh, you look like a womanizer.
Wow.
Really?
I know you're a womanizer. Oh, I get that shit a lot.
Yeah.
You look like you a monster. You
Really?
mad. You bitter about something. And
Right
then they
on?
find out something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't
Yes.
like her.
Yes.
I
And
want
as
you to like her no more.
soon, and as soon as all that kick in, by
Why
that
would you like her
time,
after that?
no, I don't.
But some
As
people
soon
say
as that
that.
kick in, by the time that kick in, I'm like, what I tell faster? I don't like her.
Well, you
Yeah.
need to find you some different association. I don't know where you picking up all this.
Yeah.
Right.
But you need to hang out somewhere else because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you having too much of that.
Yeah.
Which
that's-
says to me,
Yeah,
your
she said
circle
that.
needs to
She
change.
said that.
Your
That's
circle
it.
needs to change. You need to upgrade your association because it's some really nice women out here. I would never say that there aren't any good men because I think I'm a good woman.
Right.
That's right.
You know,
Exactly.
so
I agree with that.
I can't get with men saying, "Oh, there's no good women."
That's
Yeah,
not
it is.
true.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
There
about
are.
where you hanging out. It's about who you talking to. Who are your friends? Who are they introducing you to? You know, what are the places that you are frequenting? I mean, she ain't gonna break in your crib like the guys tell us. He ain't gonna break in.
Yeah.
So where are you
But I get it.
going?
And what are you like? What are you discerning? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
that's
like
so
honestly,
powerful.
like for me, because you know I do the radio, and because if I go out, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna dance. I love to dance. Blah 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 blah. I say that to say I get a lot of men that I would never be attracted to try to approach me because of what they think they know about me.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
ooh,
saying?
that's good.
I'm not the girl that likes the whole flashy money party dude that smoke weed and all that. Sir, I don't want that.
Right.
I got boys.
I think too. I
You
think
know
a
what I'm saying?
lot
But
of women.
I get a lot of like
I get
people
that too.
that think
They
that that's
assume.
yeah.
They look at what's up, what you put on social media,
Yeah,
what's your public profile.
White,
and they're
you
like,
know,
I'm not the
I've
same
been with
person
guys
in
that were
private.
pretty much
Oh.
like I call them corporate thugs. I like that. I need you to be able to put on the
Right.
we good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
White collar,
Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
entrepreneur, whatever it is. But people. So what are you discerning about the women that you're approaching perhaps in your dating, or you know, are you thinking that they're the same type of woman? Are you thinking, you know what I'm saying? You might see somebody, example, I'll use myself. You might see somebody like me and be like, oh, that's not a woman for me because I'm more serious over here. But the way, just today,
And maybe
but
you
she won't
attracted
dress
to
or,
a certain type,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's
Right.
why you keep having that.
Looking
Wait a minute,
for
wait
getting
a
the
minute,
same
wait a
woman.
minute.
Okay,
everybody.
wait a
Let's stop
minute,
this
let's take
Casino
that
shit
off.
right now. This is about women and dating.
Okay, wait a
We ain't finna
minute.
turn this shit
I'm sorry, Cassandra. I was just
I
asking
just
you know
need
I'm
one out
telling
again.
you Because
speaking
guess
for a
what?
lot of men
But
that
let me
think
tell
the
you
way I
this.
think.
The reason why I
You know,
said
I
something
love
to you
you.
honestly is because I don't feel like you're full of shit. Like I would tell you if I thought you were just full of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that. I believe that you're sincere. I believe that you're genuine in your approach. I believe
Right.
that if you found what you think you look for, you'd be married in 6 months.
Right.
Because that's another thing too. I don't think
Yeah.
it's too soon to marry anybody.
I don't think
That's
so.
me.
No,
I
I
don't
don't think so
either.
either.
I don't think that it's too
Yeah.
soon to marry anybody. I just
I
think.
think, and I think too. I
Yeah.
think
Now I agree with that. You know,
Yeah.
because people don't mind dating you. They don't mind wanting to test drive and all that. But then they don't want to get married for the
Married.
next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You
Eh.
cannot date me that long.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
dating a woman no longer than 2 years without marrying.
Yeah.
I'm not putting all
I'm
the miles
sorry.
on
I'm
my
not
face.
lingering
Ah,
around
first
her
2
either.
years is long.
Right, I'm about to say,
not
after the
all.
first year, I'm like,
Because that's just my rules.
That's your
That's
timeline.
right.
Because I go by feelings. I really don't go by time. I
Okay.
go by how I
Okay,
feel.
so that's better than that. So
Okay.
he's saying he's
I'm
not
gonna
going
feel.
to
I'm
go
not
date
going by
after
time.
2 years.
And
He
I-
said within 2 years you would have
You
made a
made a
decision.
decision.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
pretty much know
gotta
really
know.
after the first really 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, well
Right.
then pop that question.
Yeah.
What you waiting on?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
boy,
3 carats. Yeah.
Will you marry me, girl? Yes, boy, and do it.
I don't think
Just
I
like
would
that.
get turned down.
Right.
I don't think I'll
Yeah.
get turned down.
Yeah.
But we got 3 minutes to wrap up, and I'm gonna leave the ladies to say something about this dating shit that's going on.
Well,
right quick.
I
We're gonna
think-
start with Sierra.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, in regards to dating, I do think it's pretty difficult, but it's not impossible. I do think that you have to, for me, I'll just go with what I do. A lot of what I do is discernment. I go to church, I'm very spiritual, and I can tell right off the bat if it's you or if it's not you. And I'm like, and I may not be able to explain it. And I don't have to owe anybody an explanation. We just dating. And I think women get trapped up in that or wrapped up in that. I got to
Right.
put a logical explanation. You don't have to put a logical explanation on nothing.
That's
if your
right.
emotions and your discernment and your, you know what's right for you and you know what's not. And I feel for the men out here. I know it's tough. I know it's rough. I mean, I'm still in my 30s. And I know that the economy is not kind to men in their 20s, late 20s, 30s. It's not kind. But I think that I would definitely tell men to keep trying, but you have to make a choice. You can't date. If you can't afford to date 3 women, don't. Pick
Right.
one, go for it. And if that don't work, then you go
Move
to
to
the
the
next
next.
one. But, I would just, really press upon that.
Nicole.
Nicole. I agree with what Sierra was saying. It is very difficult dating in this time. Unfortunately, from something that was said earlier about women taking the power back, or we gave a lot up. And I think, again, a lot of it has to deal with the modern girl. And I'm going to say girl because it's not the women.
Right.
And social media has put a lot of strain on dating today. But at the same time, good quality men and women are out there. And when you find them, be consistent, be as communicative as you can. Because, I kind of am bad in that area. But as you can, and build on whatever foundation it is that you're starting at, and build upon it and go from there.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I have to kind of just piggyback with what the other ladies are saying. I think that, it's a lot of good people out here. I think that they are good men. I think I will always believe, even if I don't get one in this lifetime ever again.
That's good. You said
I
that.
believe that they are out here. I believe that I'm a good woman. So, there's no way in the world that there aren't any good men. I think that we should focus on not so much variety. Be honest about your intentions in the very beginning. Be consistent. Be realistic. I think all of those things are very, very important. And I think if we can do that, I think that we can start making a little bit more headway.
That's nice.
Yes.
For me, I think that I honestly don't think dating is really difficult. I think people are difficult. I think it is as difficult as we make it.
That's right.
I think stop lying. Be honest. Be loyal. Be consistent. Be trustworthy. I believe that you should do unto others that you have others to do unto you. That way, men or women will feel like this dating is so hard. I personally, I choose not to date multiple people. I get asked out all the time, so I don't think that that's changed. I don't think chivalry is dead. I think that people just have to decide what they're going to do and do it. Do others, do unto others as they do unto you, and I think that it'll be okay.
Well, personally, I'm having a great time dating. I'm having the time of my life. Yes, I am.
I love it.
Why are you guys laughing at me? But you know what? But this is a result of all of the inner work that I did.
That's right.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
So I did a lot of introspection. I spent a lot of money on life coaches and everything else, and this is a result. So ladies, do your inner work and know exactly what you want, and you will reap the benefits. And there's some good men out here. That's all I have to say.
That's good.
Oh, okay. Let me tell these men something. First of all, fall in love with yourself.
Listen up,
Yes.
men.
All right.
Listen up.
That's a good one.
If you want to be a slut, then be that.
Right.
If you want a man that want a wife, then be that.
Right.
Stop wasting these women time. So when I get a hold to them, they damaged.
That's the truth.
All of it. You know what?
They damaged.
And
I'm
don't
tired.
trust
I'm tired
nobody.
of dealing with
And
damaged
don't trust
women.
nobody.
I'm tired of dealing with damaged
Yes.
women.
Got trust issues.
Yeah,
Insecurity.
and I'm
Yes,
tired of
Lord.
that.
My goodness.
And just be honest on what you want to do in your life,
Even if it's nothing.
and set a goal and be done.
Right.
Yes,
And be done.
Right.
exactly.
That's true,
That's
Kasim.
that's
Stuff.
that's it.
That's
That's all I
really
say
good.
because I keep meeting good women that's so fucking got that virus in them.
That's damaged.
But you know what, Kasim, what I'm going to say? I truly appreciate your friendship and your honesty as a man. I do appreciate that. Most men will not be as honest
Right.
as you are
Very true.
about this whole situation.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
some men are honest about
But,
being
yeah.
hoes, so they just
Yeah.
I'm just
No.
honest hoes.
Yeah.
But that makes it okay.
Yeah.
It
All
doesn't
right,
make
just
it
and
really
so
honest, not
we
That's
gonna
true.
end, we gonna end this
Yeah.
third quarter. This was a wonderful show.
I
I love
agree.
this show. I'm gonna thank Podcast Detroit. I'm gonna thank Randy for sitting in for this 2 hours.
Hey, really?
I'm gonna thank Sierra. I'm gonna thank Nicole. I'm gonna thank Kim. I'm gonna thank Kim,
Thank you.
especially my
Right.
5-star co-host. My 5-star co-host. I'm the only one
And
that
I'm
can
going to
say
thank
that.
Kasim.
I'm the only
my
one that can say
co-host.
that. And I think we'll be back next week.
Yeah,
we'll be
because
back next
that's
week
the
with the
next-
men and what
yeah.
men think their perspective on dating.
So that's
this
gonna
should be
be
good.
interesting.
And then when it's all over, we gonna do 3-on-3.
All
men,
right.
men, and we gonna come in and go at it.
That sounds
Thank
like
you for having
And that's
me.
what's gonna happen. And tune in,
Okay,
please,
you gonna
next
come
week.
back? Okay.
Comments.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Whatever
gonna be
y'all
fun.
think that I can improve, we can improve the third quarter
Yes.
show. I accept all that. And another good dude of mine is Tattoo Jesus. Look him up. Get your tats done. Young genius. And everybody here has something that's going on. Look them up. Support. Support one of each other so we can all move on to the next journey that's in this life that we trying to enjoy what's left of it.
Sounds good.
And I hope y'all power back on.
I know, right?
Till next week, thank you again, and we out.